Hello, quando mani agenti. E che ne mo che ne wai. Wesi kwenye chilunya zero. Abịago m n'ụbọchị nke tata ka m gbasa oziọma Chineke, oziọma nwere onwe. Unu maka isi n'ọrụ tata ya bụ interactive section. So m ga-ekwu okwu obere denu nyụọ ohere ka ụmụ nwanne anyị ndị Biafra ka ha wee nwee ike tinye ọnụ n'okwu maka na okwu karị. Ife m ga-etinye ọnụ ya n'ụbọchị nke tata. M ga-ekwu okwu m n'ụbọchị nke tata regarding the broadcast Maazị Chinasa Nworu mee, the last broadcast o mee, very educative and very, very interactive, and there is a lot of sense on it, and I think there is a need that very broadcast can add my own voice on it, my own little experience. Mana onwe ndị ọ bụ ha nwa ka ọ dịrị ịkọwa that very area ọfụma, and eji m ohere a wee na-asị ọ bụ na ị na-ege m ntị, m ga-like ka izigalụ nwanne anyị nwoke onye na-akọwa na-akwalitekwa ife ọdịnala ọfụma, onye ama ama, onye ndị Igbo arịa mụ na ndị Igbo ji wee biri, onye ka m na-ekwu okwu ya, mmadụ dịka mmiri enwe ilo ọkara akwụ na Igbo arịa m, maka na m ga-like ka o treatie this very topic mụ a ga-etriti n'ụbọchị nke tata. M ga-like ka ọ chọọ mbọsị ọ ga-etriti maka na ọ ga-etriti karịa mụ na onwe m, maka na area ọ nọ n'ime wee sị ka ọ mara anyị niile mma n'ụbọchị nke tata. N'ụbọchị nke tata okwu m ga-etinye ọnụ bụ Maazị Chinasa Nworu nwere okwu last broadcast maka okwu gbasara burying our loved ones, ịhapụ itinye our loved ones na mortuary. Many of us amaghị the implications ihe this mortuary of 18 cost go na ala Biafra. Mana before ngaba n'iru, m ga-like ikene my people nọ here. Ọnụ Promise Chukwudi ekene m gị. PC Richard, I greet you. And Good News Chidera Uju, greetings from here. Ezako Law ekene m gị. Livingstone, greetings from here. And Amaka Chinedu Daniel, I greet you also. Kinsley Carr, I also greet you. And Engineer Samuel Ibameze, I greet you. And so many of you who I cannot mention your names, I greet every one of you. Now, n'ụbọchị nke tata, the major reason everybody ga-enebe anya, Charles Don, greetings. Irin Naya Kanu, greetings from here. Now, the major reason ebe anyị ga-enebe anya n'ụbọchị nke tata bụ na mgbe elu bụ elu, this issue of mortuary kemgbe obido, and ife kpọtara the too much of idose many people na mortuary kemgbe obido, and the cause and the implications, and ihe kpata Maazị Chinasa Nworu ji etinye this okwu ọnụ now this critical point of time. Chekube, greetings from here. Ango. Linda. Choma, greetings. Ke ife kpata this point of time, ke ihe Maazị Chike Doziem ji etinye bi ọnụ this okwu n'afu. O nwere ife kpatara ya, Ezuchukwu Samuel, I must greet you. O nwere ife kpatara ya. The reason bụ na e nwere ife a na-akpọ ancestors. Many of you che na ancestors bụ Chukwu or idols or all these things. Ancestors bụ nna nna anyị fa. Ona nnọkịta, my father is my ancestor. Before mbido ya, onwe ndị osi ngwalu no ha nwa ga-akụzi this very issue more better than me. Mana little experience nwego and things simfugol ka nji akọwa. So, and the ENUS na ngene interactive section bụ na enwe ndị ga-anọ na comment section, ndị ka m wee malụ ngenye ha ohere ka ha wee nwee ike bịakwa na this program wee kọwakwala anyị mmụọ. Ọwụ na ị ga-akpọ na phone, ị ga-enye m sign gwa m na ị chọrọ ịkpọ, ma ọ bụrụ na ịma mmụọ because ma akọwacha ono kwesị ka ọ wee dị duto na ọbụla my area of specialization. Mana asị nwa afọ Igbo mbụ nke mpa m kọwalụ m, nna m kọwalụ m before nawa ala mmụọ, aka m ji nke ahụ n'aka, and enwere many other things anyị ga-akọwa here. Now, mgbe bulugbo enwere ife mana akwụkwọ nsọ dị ya. Ọ bụrụ na nna gị onye nke gị nwụrụ ada etinye na mortuary, the reason itinye mortuary ji dị njọ bụ na ada etinye complete human being na mortuary. N'ụbọchị nke taata, ọ bụrụ ka itinye mmadụ na mortuary, ị ga-ebepụta intestines, ị ga-ekpopụta mgbiri afọ, eriri afọ onye ahụ, ọ warrant ya na onye ahụ adịlọzi complete. Onye ọbụla etinye na mortuary anaghị anọ mmadụ ụwa. Onye ahụ ama ihe a na-akpọ reincarnation. Ihe ji wee malụ ndị Igbo bụ reincarnation. Ndị Igbo na-reincarnate. That is why I ji wee sị gị na ndị Igbo adịghị anwụ anwụ, kama na ndị Igbo na-achị azụ, na-achịta ụwa ọzọ. Ndị Igbo na-eme ihe a na-akpọ reincarnation. Ịkpọ ọnya n'ọnụ Igbo bụrụ mmadụ ịnọ ụwa, ịnọ achịta ụwa. Inwe ike ọna nnọkịta mbicha ụwa, then na-achịtalụ nwa m ụwa, ọnwa nwa m ụwa, ọnwa nwanne m ụwa. Ọnya ka na-akpọ reincarnation. Now, ke this thing, onye ahụ na-enilo eni, onye ahụ na-enibeghọ, ị ga-adose na mortuary. Ị na-eme expect na oge bonokata o mee ihe a na-akpọ reincarnation. O onye bepugolu eriri afia, onye bechagolu intestines ya wee gaa nie n'ebe ọzọ. Ị na-eme expect na ọ ga-anọgụ ụwa. Mba. And ị na-anụ ọgụ, ndị na-akpọ the spirit of your ancestors to come and help you. Now, mgbe ahụ ibegolu the eriri afọ your ancestors gaa nie one side, buluzie ji ozu ga tinye na fridge. That man adịlọzi complete. Inigozie, ipitogozie. Secondly, the main reason Maazị Chike Doziem Maazị Chinasaworu njue tibeta okwu ọnụ bụ na ọ bụrụ na echi niile na ọgwụ na ọgwụ bido n'ụbọchị nke tata, onye ọbụla nna ya ka nọ na mortuary, you cannot call him to come and fight for you because Ozie amadi happy with you. Any person any beho, Ozie amadi happy with you. Enwere ka ị ga-eji na-agagharị na-akwụgharị mmadụ asị gị ka iji agagharị ka ozu a na-akwa ha akwa, because mgbe ozu ahụ na mortuary or join beho ancestors ya, honor between the ancestors and the living, ọ ka na-akwụgharị. Ị ga-enye the befitting burial. Mgbe elu bụ elu mmadụ nwụrụ, like in my own village, ọ bụrụ na ijiri ego ị ga-eji wee gbaa akwa onye ahụ immediately, igwana itinye die. You don't wait until emecha. Chinwendu Ebubedike, greetings from here. Ige guani inigodo onye ahụ onye ahụ ka o wee nwee ike join ya ancestors ya. Ọ joinizie ancestors ya mgbe ị nweziri ego imebezie nke ụwa, mana the most important thing ị ga-emelu onye ọbụla nwụrụ anwụ bụ itinye n'ala ili. Mgbe ahụ itinyere ya n'ala ili, enwere ọfọ a na-agọ ekpokwesị aja ewee nie ya, maka na the main thing bụ burial bụ igwu ili tinye nwoke onye ọbụla nwụrụ onye a bụ burial. Ife ndị ọzọ a na-akpọzi si bịa rie bịa ṅụọ, ọ bụghị ya wụ burial, ọ bụrụ ya ka nwoke ga-eji na nke ọma. Ihe ga-eme ka nwoke wee zuo ike bụ na igwuru ana ili wee nie ya donye n'ala ili, then ọ mgbe a ka ị ga-eji wee nie. Now ọ bụrụ na ibulu nna gị ga tinye na mortuary, ọ bụrụ na ibulu nna gị ga tinye na mortuary, Marcel Chisom Ebelebe, greetings from here. Okay, one. I cite you. Ọ bụrụ na ibulu nna gị ga tinye na mortuary, ọgwụ wee daa, ka enyi ga na-akpọzi as your ancestor. Ị na-akpọ that ancestor. Your father is not an ancestor because he have not rested. You have made your father to be ịkwụgharị, ọ bụrụ ozu a na-akwa ha akwa, and ozu ọbụla na-akwa ha akwa na-akwụgharị ọ daa na ọma join that ancestor. Ịma asị nna gị bịa taa ọjị, ịma bụ na nna gị ka nọ na mortuary, ịma asị abịa taa ọjị, maka ndị na-aga ọjị, ndị be anyị na-ebe ha na-aga ọjị, asị a na-akpọkwa ancestors bịa taa ọjị, mana nna gị anwụlugo, mana ịma asị abịa taa ọjị. That is why ihe anụ a na-akọwa enwere ike mmadụ na perfect because of my area of specialization, mana asị nwoke onye Igbo mbụ aka mma omenala ndị Igbo. And ọ bụrụ na ozu niile anọlụ die, iwe na ọnụma ga-ebute ha ga-anụ ọgwụ megide ndị ahụ na-enilo ha. All these abominations if na-eme n'ala Igbo tata, most of them are caused by this new agbalọfụ tradition. Onye nwule ga nie ya, enwego many family ka m wolu ndị dibịa nya atụ. Onye ọbụla mbụ onye dibịa maọbụ onye ama ama n'obodo, onye na-eme ife siri ike n'obodo, ịma na onye ahụ nwụrụ ịga tinye na fridge, ịma na ọ na-enye nsogbu n'obodo. At times ọ na-egbu many people, ọ na-egbu oke ogbugbu. At times onye ahụ chọrọ ịnwụ, ọgwa ụmụ ya nya nwụrụ etinyekwana m na fridge, maka na onye ọbụla etinye na fridge adịlọzi complete. Ka m were anụmanụ wee nye unye na alụsị ọbụla na-akwado wit ọkụkọ maọbụ anụmanụ maọbụ anything, unu mana ejiri ọkụkọ tabili okwu akwado alụsị agọ iyi. Ọkụkọ maybe na ọkụkọ maọbụ anụ ọbụla, for example, ị chọrọ igbula alụsị gị maọbụ okwu gị ọkụkọ, that ọkụkọ bụ na-egbubiri ya mbọ ụkwụ, maka onwe ndị na-eji igbibi ọkụkọ mbọ maọbụ ọnụ iji wee nye mark. Ọkụkọ bụ na egbibiri that such thing ejiri akwado alụsị, maka gịnị? Ọ dịlọzi complete, igbubu gị and then gị. That is why eji agwa gị na ga jụọ ese maka ndị na-eme ife omenala ga-agwa kọwalụ gị ya. Ọkụkọ bụ na enye mark by igbubi ụkwụ, igbubi ọnụ maọbụ igbubi dịse ịka nna dị anụ ụkwụ, ejiri akwado alụsị, ejiri akwado alụsị. And ọ bụrụ na ịjụta ese ịjụ onwe gị ka ihe kpata Nigeria akwado alụsị, ọ maka na ọ dịlọs complete. Ndị ancestors anaghị eri ife na-adịlọ complete, ife na-ezulu ezu ha dị erie. Now nna gị aṅụrụ, ibulie ga tinye na mortuary, itinye na mortuary, ibepụke mgbiri afọ, eriri afọ anya. Some people na dashia na hapụ ọrịa ndị mortuary ga-agwụ onye ga-mepe anị n'enya. Automatically you have buried part of your father or your loved ones in another man's land. Some people anaghị ewonete that intestine bịa nye ebe ha ga-eni that man or ibia wonete, because ọ bụrụ na ị chọọ itinye na fridge, ị kwesịrị itinye complete. A na-anụ anya na ọ bụ ka ọgwụ bido, those people nọ na mortuary or n'ọkụ by that mortuary, you have given them a double punishment. You cannot bury them again. Now their spirit will be dozie ịkpamkpamkpa mebibi ife n'obodo. Mana now many things naga on. All this afụfụ ndị Igbo na-ata today, many of this borrowed culture from foreign land. So n'ihe na-akọs afụfụ anyị na-ata tata. Onye na-eme oke dibịa mmegide dibịa wee nwụrụ itinye na mortuary, ọ na-awa afa, o nwere ihe a na-akpọ mmadụ ịwa afa, ọ ga-enye gị nsogbu. Eze obodo na-achị obodo nwụrụ ekwesịrị itinye na mortuary because nyanwa bụ the custodians of that very tradition. Chief priest obodo, onowu obodo nwụrụ, mana kịta ndị nke agbara ọfụ a obodo ọbụla na-etinyezi igwe ha na mortuary. Even chief priest mbụ dibịa ndị in charge of everything nọ n'obodo nwụrụ, aga were etinye na mortuary. Ka isi fiji etinye na mortuary. Many people na-enweta setback na their business because of na ha tinye some of their loved ones na mortuary. Some people ga-apụtasị gị, who don't die, don't die. Well, I beg, forget that one. Who don't die, never die. Who don't die, never die. Because if who don't die, don't die, what is ancestor? Why are you calling on your ancestors? Ihe nwe nobody is anụ arụ. The being, the mortal himself, the spirit, anaghị anwụ anwụ. When you talk about belief is different from tradition. Even here in Europe, because this issue of itinye mmadụ na mortuary bụ ihe Christian ubute. And most of the Christianity na practice the real truth. There is life after death. Thank you, my brother. O nwere ihe nwanne anyị nwoke mmiri nwile na akọwa one certain time. Or see that now, this ogbanje na-afụ na ogbanje nwụọ na chiete again, nwụọ again. Na ọbịa nke ịtọ si ka anya ife si nye mark na o meketa wee nwụ again na ọ ma pụtazi na that family and na ọ ma anwụ because n'inye gị mark. That mark gosi na ọ dịlọzi complete, ọ ma na-achị nwụzi. That mark enyere ya ọbara agbapụ gị and o gosi na nyanwa ama na-achịzi dịka ka ọnwụ ka ọgbanje and ọ na-achị ọ bụ na enyere ya mark. Ọ na-apụta oge ebu that mark a ga-amị ya, which means ọ na-chiete gị na ọ ma anwụzi because amalugo na onye a na-chiete. Now, ke another way, ọ bụla na itinye mmadụ na mortuary ajọgbugo onwe ma ọ nọjọka, mana the characters ndị doctor na ndị nwe mortuary ndị place na ọ dị very more bad. All the more bad. Now, in well idea na madu na yaru, maybe nibuga madu na hospital or kita. That hospital ga like itinye onye na mortuary. He nyewezi high charges. Like go ahead there here. Abialam kamuna madu mewa argument na comment section. No, obo ni well your own idea. Then you see mazi. I want to say my own idea on this very issue. Then we get chance. That is why the interactive section. In on a comment section, Gababa war. So each okay notice here, call on and tell us your name. The word you hear your name, then we will notice you. Hey Solomon Omorebe, you don't understand Igbo, but I prefer to treat this very topic in Igbo so that I can be able to express myself, because this English I know Sabian. Now, ịbịa n'obodo ọbụla enwere ya na-asị gị na mgbe ihe nkụ dị na mba na-eyelu mba ite, nkụ dị na mba na-eyelu mba ite, enwere ife ndị be anyị ji ekwu ya. Mgbe gboo, mgbe elu bụ elu, nna gị nwụrụ, ọ bụ na ị chọrọ ini ozugbo ahụ na mmadụ anọkọta after ka ọ nwụrụ bụ at least ọ nọ 7 days. Enwere ife ji a preserve ozu nwụrụ anwụ for at least 7 days, and one of those things kai so na ya maka ndị na-amalọ. Because mgbe ọbụla iwepụ mmadụ, ibepụ mmadụ half nye another place, that person will never reincarnate. Onye ha ma n'ọlụgụ wa ga jụ ese. And mgbe you deprive your father from reincarnating, ọnụma na iwe ga na-asụ abụ na ọma join his ancestors. Ndị ancestors ya na-enwe meeting, or ndị ọzọ na-akpọku the ancestors inye chi ha nri, your father will not join because no ọnalulo Olunalulo in peace, or rest lo in peace. His part of the body is not with complete. Anyway, Zike is under siege by the military, which Anye King have already passed a message and signal. So we must not be making noise about that one. That one have been taken care of. We will know when we say media warrior, when we talk about IPOB media warrior are not the only people who are broadcasting. We have a lot of people who are into writing. Person like Mazi Nicholas Ohaji is one of IPOB media warrior. He always said is on the writing area, both Anye King. These ones are not broadcasting. Then we have a broadcasting department, which I am one of them. I am not into writing. That's why most of the times you don't see me writing many articles. And well, can I actually able to here? Maka, with some people, na send nka mazi Chinasa Nworu na-ekwu maka mortuary. Kezi what mortuary? Ke ihe onwere contribute to this struggle, or contribute to a lot of things. You cannot leave your dead ones in outside and you go for war. You will surely lose that war, because the spirit of your ancestors will rise against you instead of protecting you. Their spirit will the spirit may move everywhere. They are not at peace. You don't expect who you have not given a rest in peace, who you have not buried, to fight for you. It's not possible. And for that, and in the mortuary, we will go the thing as a culture. Nobody tata, onye tata, even before ndi behagabia, obona the doctor, ebelugo some part of the bodies, gale, wolozonya, tinye na mortuary. Asigi, we have deposited the person in mortuary. We waited for you, we didn't see you, and the Arabia here, he might start smelling and decaying. So we help you to deposit it. If you don't like our mortuary, you can take your dead ones to another mortuary. Already, they have already harvested the organs. Because you will not, and you will not go there. Nakita in the hospital, well, everything they see, Lumada was have harvested everything. See, look way back, you will not know that everything have been harvested. Now, Kaina Chietena, the men omenala. Let us get back in English because of our people who don't understand the Igbos, because English na school Igbo. Now, mgbe okenye nwu onye ka nka kagide nka luo ihe dịka enwere ya na-akpọ nze n'ala Igbo. Mgbe itolulu ogo nze aka gị ihe niile, emelogi expect inwe ka ịga tinye gị na mortuary. People get mega expect once you die, they will just dig ground in Yegosbo and the Obuna Mabakwagi that moment. Tell you a fix here your burial. Any man who feel the face near burial. Obulo iwubunom bosege me your burial. Kege tinyegi nala. Ndi butelo this the reason eje tinye mod na mortuary tata bu Christian and then gakowalugo ne Christian ju ebulu the cause. One Christian ju ebulu the cause bona. Ebe nie madu. Eniche madu tinyezia date for burial. And the Christian are saying that they cannot go that burial because the person have already been buried. It's called the second burial. Now some people, because the Christianity now bring a lot of confusion and havoc in Igbo land. Then, because of that, many people now need their friends who are Christian to attend their burial. They will go and carry their loved ones. Even some people, their mother will want them. If I die, don't put me in a mortuary. But because of the association they belong, they are knights. They are this in Anglican church. They are this in the Catholic church. Their friend will laugh at them. Their friend will mock them. When their mother die, they will take their mother and put on the mortuary. Before you know it, their business will collapse. A lot of atrocities will start happening in their family. Before you know it, the person will also die. How much at the end of the day, after a lot of things you have been damaged, that the last word their mother or their father had before. Did your mother not tell you not to put him or her in the mortuary? They will say, oh, but this, who don't die, don't die. Who don't die, never die. That is why I respect their wish, their last wish. Kwanyelu their last wish. Because before nyawa agwagi ya all man ya ga recanate and all man ibe na mortuary, you have denied him or her from recanting. Oma nozigo and oma join ancestors ya. Ubochi nke tata, most of our fathers and mothers, our age one that are dying, are no longer joining their ancestors, and that is why you see many calamities happening in Igbo land today. That is the reason for many abominations, many things maybe in Igbo, because the people who questionally rest in peace, they never rest in peace. Their spirits are more hanagayali na kwayali. Inokati wology, igawe ipo onye the spirit ya nezubehike, isenya bia toji. Onye na imelugolu inekwelo ka join ancestors ya isenya bia toji ke ancestors ge ni allow ka bia ta di oji. And most of these people many of them are angry. Now, some of them will cause war to you. Some of them can cause you more problem. Do you expect them to solve problem they are putting you into? No, they expect you to suffer what they are suffering. Hana mega expect how far hitinye ha hanata keta kuonya. Because no Christian religious knowledge the Christianity in Italy here no 1 year in Italy na mortuary or even 6 months. Before you know it, they bury the person. All bury here. Some people na all their culture, but is not our way of living. Is that thing now cause many things, many abominations. Mad no kata woluma mabuo 1 year okay, or mad no kata woluma mabuo madu. Most of these things are the spirit in the violate that law. People can say no. What of China commit suicide? You and the white people are not the same. Honorable and their way of living. That is why before video and when this video and one of our brother na try eating our people which is million with our mother again million uche na UK. These two people na kowa omenala pure onojo so nna yokwa ha ka ha tinye anya n'ihe gbastalu mmadụ enwo egetinye na mortuary. The implications the many which muna na all the implications. Manamam that na implication ya the very dangerous. Now ibulozu nna gị gatinye na mortuary. Imagine onye na-ebu mmanwụ obodo. Onye na-ebu mmanwụ ijele n'obodo ya enwo can ige in a traditional way. Is it because of Namia na joke and Namia is now born again? Namia is a knight. Can he get Bulonye Manuana? Onya Noa is the Onya serve the gods of the land. You have to bury him in a traditional way. If you look your own personal interest in a joker, he blows a gatin na mortuary. Then he may be here Nafan na wana monso. Hallelujah, na lumpulo bianandokwa. It were some certain things, rituals, he get perform more as a enable. Now, can you better all these things na this movement? Can you malo the reason? The main reason Mazichina Sanworu Jueko Yabana Ozun na get question di na mortuary giwe ijebo. Ozu onye nwere anwe kwesịrị dị na mortuary na ịgaba ya o kwesịrị ọ bụ alụ ka ọ bụ maka na onye ahụ rest beho in peace. Onye ahụ emebeghị gịnị rest beho in peace. Ị ga na mortuary today, if that na many dead bodies are in the mortuary. Many of those people now cannot even recognize their own loved one again. They are not doing this. The first people now observe their tradition and culture. Now the whole world. So their culture and the tradition the band Igbo. Ghana, other part of the world, their culture Now, Indian ala Biafra today, the kind of mortuary business in the ala Biafra, he gets that now mortuary business, there is a gain or profit. No, it's a productive business. Ibiana ala Igbo today, Egani Imo State, Ibiana Anambra Enugu, all the mortuary did there, Juleju with Ozumado. Some people can just, once their loved one die, 18 year mortuary, abandon the person there. Before you know it, in the mortuary, I harvested the organ, there. All those spirits now, onweka people nju ebula ya people for Biafra. Obonoka, it happened today. Ka Biafra na Nigeria, ka ichepia na ya. All those people who go lenye beho befitting burial, eneni beho, anaba berakwa ha rise against the land. because their spirits are not resting have not joined their ancestors. When you say rest in peace, make your loved one rest in peace. Onye no na mortuary is not resting, is suffering. You are suffering the dead body. Onye Igbo ọbụla na-agba akala n'aka ekwesịrị ịba na mortuary. There are some many people ozu ha na-ekwesịrị ịba na mortuary, mana nke kịta anyị na-etinyezi ha na mortuary. Ọ bụrụ na ọgụda one thing ga-ajụ unu, ijugo n'onwu the whole tradition niile ị ga-cheke sọsọ ndị be anyị bie njidi se itinye na mortuary melu culture. Onye ugwu nwụrụ tata ahụ ndị Muslim a ga-etinye na anyị ozugbo within 24 hours enie ya. Na tradition onye Igbo nwụrụ mgbe gboo within 24 hours enie ya. Ka nya sị gị ka echebe agbamakwụkwọ ya mgbe diọkpala ya bata wee gbaa akwụ ya, ma ọkwa mega enye ị ga-adọnye ya na anyị. That is why gebe ịnọkata asị gị na unechete mgbe Obianọ Willie Obianọ mme this thing nje rebel after ka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu lead is it not the gịnị ka na-abịa remembrance of every heroes, and he made a burial for all of them. Obianọ meche mee ya na Anambra State as a governor because all my the implications. The implications of Agbala Akwamado. All this mortuary but the harvesting of organs. Onwelozi IG bolu tata. Maka gini. Onye si oshigi, I beg, I'm a Christian. Which one be say, man, no put my mama for mortuary. When I'm ready, I'll come bury her. For now, I'm never ready. Mage ga angulo. Ige tinye ye there. Ufodi ji maka ege genye ha na meeting. Mohammed, their mother's burial or father's burial. Hajiru makabu mahagatinye na mortuary in order to form the meeting na mahango na nege makaneto ya nani. The meeting ya shegi ufodi ga shegi we are Christian, we will not do that. Then it for that now. That is not your way of living. Irapulo menala mewo menelu. Irapulo menala. Maybe gini omenelu. Ụfọdụ ga-asị na the main reason eji etinye na mortuary bụ na ha ma nweta ego je ha ga-eji wee mebere ya ọ na onye ahụ ji ụgwọ onwebele village eye ebe ijide ụgwọ wee nwụrụ asị na amani gị maka na ịtụrụ ụtụ ụmụnna ọ ịtụrụ ọwụ onye nwanne gị ahụ dị ndụ bụ na nwanne gị ji ụgwọ nwanne gị ahụ ama mee your burial ọ na-aka ndị be anyị ji eme. Onye na-atụrụ ụtụ ụmụnna wee nwụrụ anaghị eji ụgwọ ọ dịrọ na omenala ndị Igbo amalụ mmebido ụgwọkwa nke kịta maka na ihe mmụọ ama bụ na ọ na nnọ kịta ọrụ na mma m nwụrụ echi niile ọ bụrụ na mụ na onwe m atụrụ ụtụ obodo ọ mụwa ka a ga-asị m gaa atụ ụtụ obodo ọ bụla that my mother before m bịa gba akwụ ya. And anyị ga-eji ohere a nna m ayọ the leadership ka enebe anya ọ bụrụ na mmadụ atụrụ ụtụ obodo si ejizina maka sị na onye ahụ ma mebere ya si onye ahụ tinye mmịa naanị o tinye mmịa naanị then anyị wee nwee ike onye ahụ wee nwee ike wee malụ ma ọ ga-achọghazi eberia mgbe ọ chọtasịrị ego beria wee kwụ ụgwọ levis o ji then ya mezie beria. Enwere many things ndị very deep ọ bụ ndị ọdịnala nwee ike kọwala anya ọfụma maka this mortuary of a thing na ihe ndị ọzọ si enwere ife ndị die because ọbụla mmadụ niile ga-akọwa nwe mmụọ ama akọwa nwulu nwe n'isi duto na ụlọ my area na-ekwe it's not area of my specialization. The implications ka m nwere ike gwa gị na ihe na-afụ I abandon our culture and our what we're supposed to be doing. I name abandon. Also, near Patanandi Bada Ganiru. Many of you are malon at the word Nandi Bada Ganiru. You might think that we are progressing. We are not progressing. We are really going backward. Because Obun in a progressing, he get check the ABC, Kefunu name. Mbelu ị ga-ajụ onwe gị ka ihe anyị na-produce kịta ka the talent they produce many things and they produce all those things because anyị ejirugo other people's culture wee gbuo our culture. Ndị nke bụ ndị kwesịrị ịdị na-akọwala anyị omenala rapụziri ịkọwa omenala kọwazi oke ite ọgwụ ego ihe many of them na-akọ na Facebook. Ndị eze nwaanyị na ndị nna nwaanyị eze nwoke ka ọ gịnị ha rapụrụ ihe ha ga na-akọwa ihe ha na-akọwazi kịta bụ onye ga-eji chụọ aja wee kpata ego wee mee nke a ma ha echefuo na onye na-ada alụ ọlụ nwere enye aja ọchụkata ka wee kpata ego. Onye akpata ịgwọ ọgwụ nju egafezi omenala today. Nyo akpata ịbịa n'ala Igbo alụ na mpụ na awọ ịnọkata ịnụ na nna ligolu nwa enu onye ọbụla ịfụ ligolu nwa enu ga-acheke ihe o mee ihe kọsụchara all these things. All this ala ịnọkata mmadụ ewolu mma magbuo nwa ya ọ magbuo nne ọ nọkata nwa ewolu mma magbuo nne ya. All these things ancestors nna iwe nna gị ha nwụ na ị na-agbabela akwa ha wee mee many things ma ndị kwesịrị ibule ehi ma ndị na-ebulele ehi ịnọkata ịgachi ọzọ ma nna gị echiri ọzọ ịnọkata igbuolu onwe gị ehi mana igbulolu nna gị ọ ịnọkata igbuolu nna gị ehi mana igbulolu nna gị ehi. All these things na-awa afa ọ na-egbu mmadụ n'ala Igbo, most especially ndị believe na tradition. Ihe a na-asị gị na ị na-eje ụka ejetere n'ụka akatara ya n'ụka maka na ọ bụ ife anyị ji wee biri. That is our way of life. That is our way of life. Just a minute, Nana. Now, the reason ị ga-eji evacuate ndị niile nwụrụ anwụ na mortuary ikwesị inye ha ka ha rest in peace before in case of necessity ọ bụ na nwere n'ọgụ ji wee dapụta today they will help you, they will protect you. God himself can ama gbadatanwu ani ịbịa n'ọlụ gị ọgụ. Our ancestors are our mini gods. And then get treat this topic with the issue with the banning of cow meat na la Biafra. Because all of these things has a spiritual implications. And when at times, if obele nwa ọ na-eme some ọ na-dies asị no ife nna ya metere na-eme ijụrụ ese kedu ife nna ya metere ihe ahụ. Anya nugo many akụkọ ndị ama ama mmaje kpọba afa because adịlọ m sure because according to akụkọ Jueko many people according to akụkọ Jueko maka Oliver de Coque ihe dị a mụ adịlọ sure because esilo m na the family mana according to the rumors nọ anụ m na nne gwara ya etinye ya na mortuary mana gịnị mee ka nne enwu ọgabulie dogwu na mortuary ebe a ka isi nọ eto adịghị m sure mana ka akụkọ Sueko because many are gonna put and no smoke without fire. No smoke without fire. Abia tata ụfọdụ na-aba apụtasị gị na ihe ha tinye aka na ọ da aga ihe dị a bịa gbalụ m afa ajụọ ha inyego chi gị nri ha jụrụ ese onye bụ chi ha ahụ ị ga-enye nri ọ nna gị ahụ ibere afịa na ihe niile ka that your ancestor ibere afịa ga tụfuo n'obodo onye ọzọ bụ ịnenibeghọ ọnya bụ chi gị ahụ ị ga-enye nri ọnya ka ị ga-eje nye nri ọ ga-ebute ọ ga-eme gị ghara ịga n'iru ozu nwụrụ anwụ n'ala Igbo taata na-emebeghị burial ha ka nkụ ọ karị more than 1 million dead bodies nọ n'ala Biafra enenyebeghị burial enenibeghị na ma jụọ gị ọ bụrụ na ị baa n'ahịa ka that 1 million spirit ga-eji wee hepụ gị o nwere each local government ị ga-ata ata n'ala Biafra ịma nweta not less than 5 mortuary and that 5 mortuary ị ga-adị more than 1,000 dead bodies nọ there ị ga na ijezie n'ala Biafra as a whole o nwere village ị ga-ata ata ya nweta mortuary mana ndị kwesịrị ịgwa our people na disi donye ozu na mortuary ịnọkata ifu ozu akpọ nkụ no ezigbo alụ ka ọ bụ ha ma akọwalụ gị ha ma akọwalụ gị na onye na-adịlọ complete anala Americanation ha ma akọwalụ gị na onye nna adịlọ complete anala join ancestor ha ma akọwalụ gị na onye iji aka gị wee befuo afọ wee mee ihe dị a nna bụrụ accident ka ọ nwee nọ ngwa ji aka gị wolu kwụ ụgwọ ka ebe nya ihe dị a iwolu pieces ya gaa purposely nye ya n'obodo ọzọ na onye ahụ you have removed the person from joining his own ancestor. Then other people's ancestors anaghị enye ha nri your own ama sori nri a ga-achụpịa one side ọnọrụ die ọ pụtazie ọ gaghị ọ cause many havoc. That is the reason Maazị Chinasa Nworu ji esi gị we need to tell the people where their loved ones in the mortuary to start burying them. Oshilogu, we are banning it. Also, let them start burying their loved ones so that they will reduce the Kenwe to peace. Because when those people were peace, they will support other things. Olden days enwere dị ka mortuary enwere dị ka ibepụ mmadụ afọ wee jee dose enwere dị ka ịgbanye mmadụ acid ka e wee gworie ngwongwo ahịa and according to Maazị Chinasa Nworu gbagi that now investigation being carried out enwere any country nwere ike survive war why their loved ones are not buried, majority of their loved ones, because in Biafraland today, Ghana not, upon ihe na nangu na not, Egafuna, once hangu, etinye hana, enye ha that last respect. Onye obu nangu na not, enye last respect before within 24 to 48 hours. Even monya ha jego, mo opempe, mo darobiam. They respect that their culture. Mana today, enwelezi ebo omenala Igbo. This is the original omenala Igbo. Everything now, anokata mada shigi na ya na-echi ọzọ ụka. Kendi bụ ọzọ ụka? Ma anokata shigi na ya bụzi eze ụka. Na ọchọ ichi eze. O kwesịrị iji ọgwụ chief priest of the village. Eze mmụọ ga-echi eze. O je kpọta reverend fathers abịa wolu Bible chie nye eze. Gwa m ka ọ ga-eji wee protect the tradition of that village. All these things is on. Ọnọrụ dị ọshigi nya nwụọ. She tinye na mortuary. Then the ancestors in that village ga-agbakute ha azụ. Ọbụla sọsọ na mortuary ka anyị ga na-etinye ọnụ. All these says n'ebe ha bịa ịgọ ịwa ji ha ewolu Bible waa ji ha chọọ ịga afọ ha ewolu n'afa Jizọs go for. Ekwesịrị ịchụtụ ha ncha niile because our culture is among of the things in the bringing down because we turn our back on them. Also na mortuary ka anyị ga na-enebata anya. There is a whole lot of things anyị kwesịrị itinye anya. Ihe anyị kịta bụ efe agụ. ọkwa ike kwere mmadụ chọọ iyi this thing efe anụ eji malụ Igbo tradition wolu Nigerian flag kwanye ya wee jee iri ji Yam Festival ndị Igbo. Now Yam Festival ka ihe ọ na-represent. And Yam Festival so na one of the ancient culture ndị Igbo nwe. But when we say it, for that shaggy, how does this thing affect Biafra restoration? How will this thing contribute in Biafra restoration? Or meaning in a fight is it for your freedom, you abolish your culture. Or meaning in a fight your freedom, then you will not listen or you will not follow what your culture say. Then you abolish anything. Can you get protected? Nna hand log ke ka ha ji no. Even na Bible self ahin agu. And with ancestors there. There is culture there. God go your Old Testament of man. Kefu na Old Testament in a be cheno men ali Igbo ka na akọwale gi. Inwe ozu no na mortuary. Ga bulie ga anie so that the spirit can rest. Call your liberty confusion na your life. Call your loved ones, your list on antigena apota, aina zoya nazo, how an akbo achakas due to they are not resting. They have died. Allow them to rest. If Obaifu nke Ebokuba is it not in Imo State, Okuba mortuary. Now, Kokuba that mortuary, those dead bodies in that mortuary now, Keifo degeka Kogabu. Onye nwonu kwesịrị izu ike ibulozu egato si na mortuary okobia agbali agba join anya the spirit now don't you think or the spirit agagba ya legi or that kind spirit or iye dia okwu mmugolu the or body na agbakwa okwu ka ị ga-abi no katishan ya bịa toji nna gị ha bịa toji your ancestors bịa toji. Many people have no ancestor ha chen ancestor or any other thing. Your ancestor is your father who have left you on this earth. Your ancestors are those who have lived and returned back to where they came from. Heaven and hell. And what they call heaven and hell. Once you die, you go back where you come from. If you will reincarnate, then it's left for you. But the reason why many of things in Jagarong na Libo Nandi questionly reincarnate, they are now depriving them not to reincarnate. And you will have this yoke na Libo. You will have a now, Kaiga na the next topic because this is a program man not Akanian. Kaiga na the next topic because now this is a very issue of this mortuary. I still need to dig more investigation on it. Can we can matter many things. Manana mayo million kalaku on a bunny on a that is on a buito men a libo. Yana ndozo, yana femfe pericoma. Kahawa wiki ketinye one on this issue of eating and the buying in a mortuary and the other things. Now the burning of cow meat na libo can't you eat on again because many of you banning of cow meat, IPOB, if I'm not mistaken, Sandu warning now on the 1st of January 2022 that on the 7th of April there will be no more open grazing. And they abandon this cow meat. Yet in the buying, I can't patronize the same cow meat. And they can do patronize the same people who we are the people sponsoring the terror that is consuming us. You cannot be sponsoring your enemy. You cannot be building your enemy while at the same time crying. Somebody wrote to me and said, why can't the leadership send ESN to go and confront Fulani headers in Nugizike and Umoch and the rest of Biafraland? Njonya Oshinli yesterday Oshim and came last time Oshim na nwere anu efi na bia na ya na anu efi steady. Nse okay na anu efi okwego gikiji Oshim ken anu efi Igbo ka anu efi Hausa. Oshim onwe ndị ọzọ nwere anu efi na bụlọ ndị Fulani. Nse na Igbo na IPOB nyere ọda na enwe ndị na-azụ efi Igbo na. So ị ga-eji ego gị wee ga patronize ya Fulani, then ịpụta see the same Fulani ahụ ije patronize ya build them. Ewole ga ahụ iji bịa kwado ha golu mgbe egbe bịa gbagbuo gị ịchọ ka ESN bịa n'ụsalụ gị ọgụ. Mana the same people gwa gị gị chaala anụ efi so that you will have your freedom, so that your safety will be guaranteed at least for the meantime. You didn't. You continue. Then ESN ESN will not go such mission. ESN will not go such mission. I free men Anambra State. I think I will look for that video. There's no need of bringing the video. I free men Anambra State. A Fulani man lured three Igbo youth, very gallant youth, into the bush, and one was killed. Adibe Simon, greetings from here. Adibe nke inaza afagumi of it. Now, IPOB bandulu efi Hausa nge wana ibinye ọtọ enyalo yogongoro. Onye Fulani asị gị ka ị gaba n'ime ọhịa. Ikachi obi ijilo mma, ijilo egbe, onwere ife iji ije chọkọba onwe gị. Ndị Fulani na-atọ mmadụ n'ala Igbo. Ndị Fulani na-cause many harms n'ala Igbo. All the havoc nina na cause n'ala Igbo ndị Fulani. Then a Fulani man asị gị nge bịa ka ya lesi gị efi n'ime ọhịa. Isolie igaba there. Then egbuzie gị mmadụ asị, why can't the ESN go there and attack them? Gịnị ka ị chọrọ ịga there? Do you abandon the food? Ọ bụ na ị kwesịrị ịta anụ efi, those people egbu dị amagbu ha. Nsị ka ka ndị be anyị ji egbu uche. M ga-achọ this video. I think I'll find this video if I can see it. I think I have the video. Let me check if I have it. I have the video, I think. Can try the video. Can play. I need to analyze it proper. I post it on my platform, but that was not enough. Many of you got the video. But no one even know what I there. I don't think I have the video. And then I'm sure I'll catch the video because many videos have been deleted. I'll just pray if I can see it. Okay, I have seen it here. Let me play it if it will. No. In Ania. The voice is the too low. Just near me a minute. Can web it here na the screen so that the voice is okay. How evil and foolish our people are. Just wait a minute. Can web it here? I need to make a proper analysis on that video. Just near me a minute. Can web it here? No. No. I don't slaughter. Because you saw the bomb on the phone, but I didn't go there. Said that I could live, and it's going to my brother with table. So I said, I biago lefi itabulo nwegi nefi otefi ndị bayi ji aka ha na-ekreti ile onwe ha ezigbo problem. Just give me a minute. The video ga batakita. The video is here. Now, can you watch the video?
No. I don't know slaughter.
Now, nega minti. IPOB, maka this kind of people, in onye akita ifu na ogba di mpa mana onwelu uche. If you that na onye anu akita IPOB bandulu si ndị bany happen na efi ndị ugwu anyị wele efi Igbo which IPOB make available na ala Igbo. Now after can make it available this efi Igbo, these people now making sure in order to frustrate the effort of IPOB, in order to frustrate the effort of Biafra restoration, they think they never know that no matter their own safety, no matter their own life, IPOB to abandon that efi because that is ofiye ndị Fulani ji alapata ha. Now if konya kita uche na bụ na ọ na-emegide Maazị Chinasa Nworu, ọ na-emegide Chike Doziem, ọgba stadia ife IPOB na-eme, whatever IPOB is doing is their own business, but it's for their own good. Now gwa m na ka ESN ga-eji wee bịa notalo onye ọgụ. Ọ dịrọ possible mbụrụ ESN na we allow this man to die. That is because na agwa people nke bụ eziokwu. Ka anyị ga-enye ntị kun na-afụ.
Brother weta ego ogbue. So anyị kwasa bịa gole na bịabazia. Sị na anyị nọ na Muleri. Kwasa nọ zia na Muleri ahụ. Na ba si airport road apụta bapụta ebe na ba nọ n'ime ọbịa. Kwasịzie n'ime ọbịa apụta ka ebe ezi moto ya abanwu. Anyị nwa batabazia n'ime ebe ahụ. Na nwe ofu ebe ya ezi ite ya dara eti anyị ezi ahụ. Anyị wa no phone mụrụ nge na nke akwa. Anyị sizia na nke akwa na-apụta vu evi ebe a. Nwasa na onwe evi anyị vu ebe ọ sị na ọ bụrụ anyị gbadataba na airport. Abartaba na airport nuze n'eze be na vu onye anwa. Ọ sị abịa magolenu truck manwa. Anyị na ezial mana bụ nwanne m nwoke wuti energy nke mmụọ ya. Anyị na ibe ahụ bulu mechi na na-eso na n'azụ. Dịka gagide nwasị dị boy na mmata ọnụ kwa n'ebe na onwere ebe mmata ọnụ na chance adịrị ebe ahụ mmata ọnụ. Ọ sị m na-abịa break anyị na-agbazi ebe anyị ọsị m kwụsịzịa break. N'ezi anya mmadụ 10 si n'ime ọbịa mata mesala metasịa peso. Dakpo m tim aka n'ukwu tim abọda aka n'ukwu. Ego niile o ji na baba na siala ya na alị m fonu. Energy no one, energy drag vasia on when you come out drag energy while also. But you energy, I'm about Pusala and I be more than I say, I'm Lucian when I'm saying, I want Naga. My brother asked him to do said, I down for one day walk. Like I know, one year, my brother was there also. I move with you, and but was there and more than one and I almost your young. Jabani truck, but my truck is the fat. Jabba starts at the truck, Bullia Pata, not about as near but a very energy I caught up, but I was guilty. Energy. Ya be vibe, what it was. My phone, woman.
A Fulani man, after the banning of cow meat in Biafraland, after this man who fought the battle of ESN and the Fulani people, Nimo here, even the ESN na chundi Fulani also, Kachopufa, na Libo, na la Biafra. Now, here, the only appreciation this man go see IPOB and ESN, but ego ha gakwa jiraka ha kpọnde efi ahụ. Ọ bụrụ ngị nwa bụ onye Fulani na-ele efi ananụ saga ọgụ ka ịpụ n'obodo. Ijekwa jegolu ijena trade with the same person. Don't you know that you are risking your life? This man should be held responsible for the death of that energy. That is the truth. Because those people, in fact, this man join. And there is people you need to watch out. On my video I post na my group. Ebe iwele Fulani man. Many of our people today katinye Fulani people na their gate. Fulani people be in Fulani people with their gate man. Some people Fulani with their security. Each one of your life lie in the hands of your driver and your gate man. These are the issues IPOB never raise here. Oh, raise the issue. Okay, they give very dice a man water for the beginning. Okay, can you hear this? Why are these people so stupid? Why are IPOB? They are not educated. How can you tell us not to chop cow meat? How can you tell us to allow to stop buying cow? Who are you? You are an illiterate Mazi Achebe, illiterate Chinasamoru, illiterate Mazinamdekan. You call every IPOB member illiterate, but today you are paying for your life. You are paying with your life. You with the whole education anyway. Today now, on will any arrest Emego Anambra State concerning this very event? The answer is no. And will be any arrest any. And will any investigation? The answer is no. PVC OB have covered the debt. Nothing you can do. The only thing they will tell you now is go and get your PVC. Our people are not matter here. All no, he will destroy what we have on our own. Our people are good in that. Now, onwelonye bunanga maife fucha iye ndi Fulani na ESN nunga na Abia State. Fiye ndi Fulani na ESN nunga na Ebonyi State. Ika solonye Fulani ba ni mohia ijile egbe, ijile mma, ijile anything. Makageni IPOB etoluli oginye goda. Makageni Mazi Nnamdi is none of your business. Makageni, oh, this Fulani man is a good man. This Fulani man, you love him. One Fulani love their cows more than you. Now, you and your brothers, because God answered his prayer for him to die. Man, all no more of that Fulani people, all you go put on nofu. Up to this moment, none of you have ever think or reason like a human being. Think twice. Each of you na tefia osa. Gini ke tatagolo. Gini ke tatagolo nefia osa na. What have you gained from the Fulani cow? Nothing. Negenenti. A Fulani man. Thank you, my brother Akujobi. These two people kwechiri jenga. Ha kwechiri jenga. Na genu tikifi ya nako.
It's not Fulani can say you can mabulu mama nne nko so onye nworo nya mali. It's not ndedi meluni ba. Ndị Fulani. Nya ndị Fulani ku na kpalalu a be phone bia ba. Ndị Fulani nke onye audio sabu nke anwa. Onye kpọrọ phone na mbia dị na phone m. Okay. Okay. No. No. Then na kwa no onye nke aba egbulegu no ka no n'ime ebe a. Okay. Okay. Oh man na ba bụ ndị ba dị tọ ndị Fulani mela attack. Oro enteje ke ngwa kwa ndị nteje na abo ka aba gị Celeste nwako ngwa kwa Chinonso aja ya jimalụ mbọ oke mmiri na nteje Chinonso aja na Celeste nwako ka fa na egbu nwa nkịta onye mmunya ka da bụ onye mmunya nwụla energy ka a na-akpọ nke onye mmunya nwụla ba bịa lingi asụ ba bịa golevi ivite mmụere ebe a ka dị wee bụ ndị Fulani wee gbuo ofu onye no ebe
now, those people that die now, Ijo gini ka hatata na nuefi. Mba IPOB say no more cow meat in Biafraland. Oblokwa na hanulia, they had it, they had no charia. Manake koseria. Hey, who is Mazi Chicken? The same to even give the order. Now, the inner hit and habachaloko polo, it's in where the hanime. one Fulani man alabatazia ha n'ime ọhịa. Ọhịa dị n'ebe, ọhịa dị n'ala Igbo. Up till today, that the Iganumunya today, the Igwe ha can protect Fulani. Again, if all these places, we had the last 2 years, ihe ndị Fulani gane bari amugame. Yet, some of our native doctors can use efi Hausa. Some of our native doctors, even Manamua, and some of all these native doctors can give you ma million can use if Hausa. How can I encourage? How can encourage the evil in Biafraland? You cannot be patronizing your own enemy. You cannot be buying the goods of your enemy, and at the same time crying. A man no kata, agba no kata for you to say, brother, call the leadership to send the ESN in our community. Fulani are destroying our farmland. What is the work of your king? How many of the youth Jegolumelu protest Ghana Palace Ghana careful that now this youth, this village have demanded for Fulani to leave. They contracted the king, the Eze Nejoka, Eze Jizi Nanje Abada, or there. If most of the Ezes Nebuzo Bundausa, Hadek Buzo Bundigwe, Hana the occasion, Ewaji, he look outside that Obeni. For the Naposi suit, a Jiwaji, Ewaji. Then Ishika ESN, then Angologi for all these things. Mbana, you have to help those who are helping you. Ige yelundi ndi na anu ogaka. Ojuno, you should not also ESN the main. You have not done anything to make sure that you help in securing the land. Remember one thing, email. And the kuku maka mortuary now. Some people got for this of a mortuary as a stupid talk. Or for the guy signal or when you love man, I check the spiritual implications of everything. Before IPOB Apotana Radio Biafra, they have seen what you cannot see. That thing in here before is all. That thing is nonsense. That thing is useless. I beg, let's move. IPOB, any word IPOB pota, Biafra Radio Biafra, you will see the reality which will be coming to pass. Omechona biana mezu. Ndebanye kanonugu tata. Many of our people are still in the north. Oh, give me transport so that I will come. What provision are you making for our people in the north to come back home? Now IPOB can make provision for you to come back home. No now, well, my money, my hard-earned money, for your own life. That is not possible now, or not possible. We can't try that. Our own is to tell you, if you remain there, ready to dance the dance of Surugede. Because when the time comes, your useless property in the north, you will die and leave it, and all those things will belong to the north. Register China Maganatana. If I were you people, Amalam kawa people in Nigeria, Amahom kawa people in reason, with the kind of division none in Nigeria today, our people are still buying land in the north. Our people are still building houses in the north. Our people are still buying Fulani properties in the north. Why they are seeing Fulanis in Igbos vacating and going back to their places? Our people at this point of time, you need the labor assembly. You living in the north cannot stop Biafra restoration. MND Basigi, we are the people holding the economy of Nigeria. Kangwagi Kebezoku, Obulondi Iboji economy of Nigeria. Igbo don't hold the economy of Nigeria. The people who the economy of Nigeria are the North. Who are the richest man in Nigeria? Is it not the northern people? Go and check your encyclopedia. Ihe Igbo nwebo ego eji eme esinakoba n'ọnụ. Only Dangote alone can buy the full East. So say ego Dangote ji, itikote ego Jowish Zaza, ego Bikubana, ego E-Money, ego Emekofo, Airpeace, and the whole billionaires in n'ala Igbo. So Dangote ka ha ncha niile jide ego. Ga check ya. Obulo by E-Money. Enwere dịka security millionaire again n'ala Igbo. Internet, the whole ndị Igbo ji ego nọzi n'internet na-showcase ya. Onwere ebe jekete ka ifo Dangote ka ọ na-efe ego. Mana bịa n'ala Igbo. When we say it, you say ka ihe ndị a na-akọ sef. Ndị a gịnị ka ha na-akọ yeri? What type of stupid people are these sef? Mazi, don't talk about them. Talk about what will restore Biafra. You check the hindrance your activities and your characters are bringing before to Biafra restoration. You know, let's check here. Makageni. And one on Kema. That is why we are telling you both the spiritual implications and the physical implications of everything in Eme. Whatever we tell you here, we mean everything. And that is the truth. All nande banyera pa anu efi akatata. Efi ndi anu ane dina. Aira fa anu efi ndi banyi no n'ugwu. Nsigi we want to go. What you need, a treat go me here. Before you leave, there is something they call this thing, certificate of ownership. You have to register every of your fixed asset. Then you come back after the restoration of Biafra. You will use your receipt and the document and reclaim your property. And when you have damage or hack claim, Biafrans will now help you to reclaim every of her individual properties in the north. But imagine almost 3 trillion in the north. How many Fulani will property in Alibo? How many Yoruba person will property in Alibo? A Jacob any place in Alibo for 1 3-story building built by a Yoruba man in Biafraland. I any 5-story building built in Igbo land by an Hausa, even 1-story building. A duplex self, Hausa man cannot build in Alibo. Every other region are busy developing their place. Manankendi Igbo, Nkanya Dilo na. The banning of Fulani cow will help a long way in Biafra restoration. It is part of, many of you don't know, it is part of what we call economic sanction. Many of you are malod. That is why you are going. The leadership of IPOB in Afanya today is not as you think. Many of the activities, you don't know the direction they are going. But when the results come out, many of the flav will come and be telling you they are the one who did it. They are just coming. Because in the brain, you were 5 minutes brain. Enetugi ezendi Igbo na north. Akweli selisi na Kafanchan. Okpato ruola na Kano. Ochaya of a Castina. Kene tugafa. Enale cheki ABC bia ke the kind of development in there. Na Libo Tata, apart from the major cities, each day 500,000 Igolan. Mana ndi Igbo geje na n'ime ọhịa in the north to develop onya lower nations, lower big market. Most of the market in Lagos today was single-handedly built by the Ndi Igbo from scratch to where it is today. So onye Igbo ga-agbapụta gị what keka ha ji Lagos is no man's land. Lagos is no man's land. Iwe ewu. A na-ebe onye kwuo na atụmsha na ibu ezigbo ewu. Lagos is no man's land. Mana ị ga-elu Lagos sụwa Yoruba, ịmụba Yoruba. So is Yoruba a no man's language? Lagos is no man's land. Then it's saying that the same the Tinubu is not from Lagos. He ruled Lagos. He's Tinubu an Igbo man. Tinubu is a Yoruba man. You can equally do that as an Igbo man. You can rule any state. Lagos is no man's land. It was one of the slogans they used to lure Ndi Igbo to Lagos and they make them a very, very big fool. Only Igbo no na Lagos and I we are in no man's land. We are in no man's land. Lagos belongs to Yoruba people. Only Igbo na nazo ala na Lagos ekwesị mepe an because you are not from Lagos. No, onye Yoruba no katana abi Enugu sigi na Enugu no man's land. Onye na-akụ dị aka. Ada akụ dị aka akọ na. Anyị na-agụ nke bụ eziokwu. Ịjụ onwe gị, mmadụ apụta jụọ gị ka strategies IPOB chọrọ iji wee restore Biafra without a gunshot. The strategies, one of the strategies is what we see today that is happening. N'ala Igbo tata na ndị Fulani elelezi n'ala Igbo each day they sell more than 2,000 cows. Now all na ndị Igbo kuchi go that efi now and make sure that Fulani enwele anything ha na-elepụta n'ala Igbo. They will now force you, they will lose their destiny. Ha ga-ama that you have abandoned them. Ha nwa ya ejizi aka ha call for referendum. Man, you know how very big strategies. All the effort IPOB netinye in a place to restore Biafra, but the same Ndi Igbo na sabotage ya. Ndi Igbo na-ebute the confusion. I blame Ndi Igbo for Igbo suffering. The slaveness of Ndi Igbo is being caused by Ndi Igbo. That is why any respected traditional ruler in Igbo land today. Go and check every region in Igbo land. They have a well-respected traditional ruler. The whole Nigeria against it. Ibiana Bini today, Oba of Bini is respected. Ibiana Delta today, the king of Abo is being respected in Nigeria as a whole. Ibiana North, the whole Emir Nona North is being respected. Biana Alibo, any king non Alibo. The answer is no. Gwamu one king and respect. We have been seeing people that are going around, going for consultation, from one palace to the other, making sure that royal blessing. Royal blessing is coming from the kings, from the traditional rulers. Manabia today in Biafraland, any aspirant in Biafra to take any royal blessing or any king blessing. Because all of them have sold their integrity and the dignity. There is no more dignity and integrity in Biafraland because the kings and traditional rulers, whatever is called, is being bought over with 500,000 naira, which is not up to 1,000 euro. It's not up to 1,000, Olulo 1,000 euro. One cow and 500,000. Igwe ele the full village. And well, any village starter, Fulani Nenwelo cow because of the traditional rulers. If Janet check it, the people who fought for Nigeria today, I for Peter Bioko visit Abiola and the visit Yaradua. On whether you know for a day in visit one had Azikiwe. On when you go, new Potasi, okay. This is the former head of state of Nigeria who came from Igbo. Today, Kangunu, Anyana learning from mistake. Kedu na onye gbuli agụ yiro nsi? Who killed agụ yiro nsi? Is a Fulani man, Hausa man. How did he kill the agụ yiro nsi? How was the agụ yiro nsi killed? Kekeju egbu agụ yiro nsi. Agụ yiro nsi ọwụ onye the chief of staff ya onye na-eche nche bụ ihe gburu ya. Kedu onye o welu na-eche nche? A Fulani, Hausa Fulani man. The same way India na Igbo today, the whole people nature a gate man, every big company today will a Fulani man nalu gate man there nechenche. If for the normal go every corners none of that company. But about that company we need 2 people every oku. So we saw a video. Every one Fulani man and neche company mba moto jaja. Ogo the moto kabaja. Imagine now on with the man there. Oga bonya jaja. Because in it pasuli obeli iwe. Agụ yiro nsafulo onye Igbo wee mee chief of staff. Agụ yiro nsafulo nwanne nwoke wee mee chief of staff. Because of trust onwe n'ebe ndị Hausa Fulani nọ, owere onye Hausa Fulani mgbe ha kpa nkata for coup ndị nri isi agụ yiro nsi, ọ trust onye Fulani a na-akpa coup onye abịa agba the man that ebe ahụ ike dị, that agụ yi, that staff agụ yi ahụ na-eji change enya. Echenjiri nya kpata na agụ yiro nsi move today, and Agụ yiro nsi as one of the patriotic Nigeria that died in the seat. And we're going to the family of Agụ yiro nsi and then make a campaign as if you visit here. One family or one compound and any time and make campaign na Nigeria. The whole governorship or presidential aspirant and a troop in Alibo to visit them in order to get endorsement from those family, because na had the value. Onwelo, iha no about things I check. That is why our ancestors have a very big role to play in our lives. That is why go and remove your father from mortuary. Go and remove your mother from mortuary. Go and remove your uncle from mortuary. Give him a befitting burial. Nyenya biko ba where? Oh, so much neke kaine ezunu here. Many of you are what if you once I believe see, oh, leave them. We are one Nigeria. So ndi Igbo na brag about their stupidity. So Igbo gagwagi anywhere we enter, we develop it. The Igbos are the only people bragging that they are the one making Nigeria one. All goes you need in Zuzu. You get check before you fought to keep the Nigeria one. How is your region? How is your place? Is your place in order? Have you arranged your place? Esi n'ụlọ amalụ mma wee pụba ilo. Kedu mma nke ịmagoro? What have you done? Onwere onye even Igwe Achebe the Obi of Onitsha. Up till today, he is not relevant before the Northerners, before any other region. Guinea Melody is relevant because of bribe. Because none of them can stand with their people. Once any man collects bribe, your integrity and the dignity you have sold it out. Ihe ọzọ na-egbu anyị again bụ religion. The religion they are destroy because Nanda High Melody, the custodians or the guardians have failed us. They have deviated. Hanaluga Kazu and Navo Biafra, greetings from here. John Ilochi, greetings. Hanaluga Kazu. And what is the integrity? Or not for example. This IPOB nonyana nalo any person ego. I will not have the the courage to confront the person. I will be afraid because elego my integrity, elego my respect. My mind will be judging me. But you collected money from this guy. How can you be attacking the person? That is why in a struggle like this, you need to be whiter than white and whiter than snow, especially those of us who are on social media. Whether you're a writer, you're a broadcaster, or you're in a comment section, you have to be straightforward. On I'm not send ego because me your ego. You see me doing bad thing. If you cannot say to me direct that one knife in a madloma, I will see you that you are not a human being, you are not man enough. The public, oh, I give you money, I give you money. That means I have implicated myself. Yes, yes, you give me money to help me, but not to bribe me. That you can't be bribed. Stand on your feet. Help is support on. That is not part of us. That is why many people cannot talk to Nelly Ofegu today, because they eat money from Nelly. That is why many people are supporting Gumi Ofido today, because they ate money from Gumi Ofido. That is why some people can come out to defend the Kanu Takanu because of the money they are getting. Power mongers. You have sold your integrity. You cannot speak the truth again. Oyihe ahunji ohaneze ndị Igbo na ha ga-afụ na ndị Igbo na anwụsịsị, but they cannot speak. Is money bribe? Illegal have bribe. Your integrity is gone. Your dignity is gone. Yes, respect is gone. Your power is gone. You cannot speak before a small boy of a Fulani person. We have men that can speak in Igbo, but why are they not speaking? They are not speaking because they have collected bribe from Fulani. The most of the traditional rulers are being bribed with ordinary one cow. How much is one cow? Cow is not up to 300,000 naira. Cow is not up to 300,000 naira. They will use it to buy a full village. And when the Fulani people will start causing havoc, the king, because free, the PG, then the village in the for free. Then when those Fulani kill, they will say, you know, they are good people and they know what we are benefiting. Be bold enough. One question. Keife patana onye Igbo ada control a Fulani man. A Fulani man knows the importance of power. A Fulani man knows the importance of taking controlling others. The Fulani knows that for them to keep the masses under check, under their control, they have to bribe the leaders. Only Igbo today, ama bribe emir of any state. Emir of Kano, only Bama bribe because that emir knows that once I bribe there, that only Igbo cannot control his people through him. Today, Fulani is controlling Igbo land through our leaders, and the youth will die because of corruption. That is why the P2B followers, you will ask them, you are obedient to P2B. That is very good. P2B is an Igbo man. When you ask them, who is P2B obedient to? He will be looking at you. Omalo. Because Nomalo na P2B is obedient to Atiku. P2B is obedient to the Fulanis. They will never know these things. That is why a Fulani man can never collect bribe to betray another Fulani man. Mana ndị Igbo ga-analụ ha lichie ọnụ ha nọrụzi ahụ onye kpaziri aka egbukwa nwanne gị die we'll see what we can do. Look at the other pig in a Greek. One pig in a Greek called Asari Tokumbo. Today, Asari is recruiting a class squad. Keifo Jemie, ko we no sumu one nyog. Kendi na control Fulani. When you now sold yourself 1 kobo, 10 naira, you will not have any power again to confront those that bribe you. Even na politics today, onwelo onye Igbo battle na politics. You know why? All the whole Igbo politicians are slave. So na Igbo ke be choice of governor tata. Ije meet one Alhaji no nugu. You want to become a governor in Anambra State, then you need to become a slave to a northern person for you to rule your own people. The same thing applicable to Igwe. And when also Igwe ni na Igbo tata choose by the cause, by the chief priest. Onye choice now or just make a friend to one Alhaji or we connection because niwe connection a wolumopo and everything. Now tell me how you can proceed. How can that village progress? How can you have the power, the effortry to confront those people that are those your oppressors? You cannot. When you speak to them, they will say, oh, anywhere you see majority of Ndi Igbo going, go and check it. There is no road there. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you people, Naya need 100 men, or Shilogin Naya need 1 million men. That is why Egebi Pota, onye nka na-aza eze ego, okulo kalisia, omena dollar, omena cash, nwata na eze bụ n'afọ. Mana eju onye a ka ebisi. Ọkwa ifule ebe nna P Square ha video. People are not saying onye ahụ mee that video adịla na-ekwesịrị ime arrest ya. Peter P Square na nwanne nwoke is a disgrace to ndị Ifite. Exactly, Akujobi Oluchukwu. They are after money. Money. When you ask them, how much do you have? How many company what are you producing? Kedi is the old economy. Can anyone tell me one thing Igbo people are exporting from Igbo land to any other part of the region? Enwelo. Akpụ ejimalu ndị Igbo bụzi ndị ọzọ na supply ndị Igbo akpụ. Gari bụ ndị ọzọ na supply ndị Igbo gari. Ji bụzi ndị Hausa na supply izi ndị Igbo ji. How? Esim nunu ma ife. Gwa m one thing na-eme export from Igbo land. Ọ bụrụ na enwelo ndị etinye ndị in charge. Bribe and corruption. Icho irichi ọnụ. Onye ọ na-achọ iri ịbụ ka ọ bụrụ ya sa ya akwụ ọtọ. Bịa na Udi and Ogoni today. In Biafra coastal region, all the rivers there, all of them, mmiri niile dị na coastal region have been this thing contaminated. The problem I know again. Now this is very struggle. But defending the people that hail from your state. If defending this from your own state, and when many IPOB media warriors name the thing. Now Madushi from Enugu state, Onya who may head injured, you will not attack him. You will not broadcast about the person. You will not talk about the atrocities the person name. Rather, you will look away to shy away from that very atrocities. That is why today some people cannot tell Nenyanya that you are deviating. Nenyanya Potashigi that how did she that Chike Doziem appointed his kingsmen. Chike Doziem we know is from Imo State. And the people Chike Doziem appointed, majority of them are from Abia and Anambra and Enugu. So how come he become a king state and the Biafra coastal region? This is the people are not going. Some people, from Anambra State, that is why that is why some people address from Anambra State. That is the reason Ndi Bonju in bondage today. Because we love to defend rubbish. Ndị Igbo ji aka ha lụọ onwe ha kobo lụọ onwe ha tọlọtọlọ. Lụọ onwe ha daizi menye onwe ha ife ihere. Enwelozi onye Igbo kịta ga-akọwa nwulu gị omenala Igbo ọfụma. That is why ndị respect mmadụ dịka Matthias Ezeaku of Igbo love themselves. He take it upon himself to bring our culture back. He got take here people now. Naba DOS okwu, naba Chike Doziem okwu, naba Mazi Nnamdi Kanu okwu. He bidoli tata. They have been challenging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before he was kidnapped. Somebody dika Mazi Okechukwu somebody nke si n'onye abu Obi-Wan Ndị Igbo. That man have not onwelo respect ebe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no right from time. Echinine na pụta ọbịa na echigi DOSD che no for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na ya. Some of them were grudges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu even before Mazi was kidnapped. And because of that, the Hamas support anything. Mazi nga Mazi pụta ọsịsọ ọ ka Biafra bịa. Obulonye obuna neti Biafra niile non neti Biafra biye neti n'okpuru obi. Some people try to be relevant because of IPOB. He check iwe master profit against Chike Doziem and against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Iwe master profit in Kanu Takanu today. But na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not recognized them on Radio Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not mention the name of master profit on Radio Biafra. That is the major reason. Come we can cash out. Onye kahu ejilo maka we kpo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asi. The same thing. Na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu enyelo Kanu Takanu a position like That is the problem now. All these people now fight against Chike Doziem and IPOB. But position from A to Z, all of them are power mongers. All of them from A to Z are power mongers. When you are desperate, you will end up being saboteur. That is one thing they don't know. When you are desperate to be in power, you will end up being a saboteur. The earlier we realize that no Nyenka, no see from Abia, no see from Imo, no see from Biafra coastal region, no Batalia. The earlier we take that from us in this movement, we will move further, because this is the thing that makes Igbo to lose their relevance before every other tribe. Because Madodiki Igwe Putana, Obi of Onichagasi, who is him to step out? Who is he? Madodika Igwe Atani, Puta today. Igwe we are Simba, why no Bologna? Instead of them supporting themselves to make themselves great, Hejelia bribe. Inokate Fofu village and where 2 kings. The same mentality kahane put better IPOB. Tukudumeme, Kenneth, I greet you. Biafra freedom, I cite you. That is one thing our people namatabe. Ndugu kanyi this smart. I concur with that one. Some people are not here, but Nandugu kanyi jao kanyi this smart. People are not here, but Fulani are more smart and more educated more than the Igbos. And I have 101% reasons to prove that. You challenge. Get education. What is knowledge? What is wisdom? When you add education and knowledge, wisdom together, you will be able to control your opponent. You will be able to bring out to be productive. Now, only the educated, only not the educated, what is the essence of your education? Upon how educated in Nagi Azik he was played by uneducated Fulanis in the north. Njigoshigina Namdaziki Wagala kwa Malife. Cheke na Ligbo today, Omoloni Bona control any Fulani opponent. Even a cowboy in Fulani or a king cannot control him. Ordinary, a cowboy can be controlling a king, your village king, your number 1 person in your village. A cowboy will control him. Now, you other name. Austin Bass. What is going on is the reason many things are going on here. One of the things Naga on here is we are passing a message for our people to start evacuating their loved ones, their dead ones in the mortuary and give them a befitting burial. Even if they don't have money, let them go and bury them. Whenever they have money, they can organize the burial, eating one, but put them on ground so that they can rest, so that their spirit will rest and help heal our land. That is number 1 thing. And number 2 is the banning of cow meat. And our people are neglecting the order and continue using their hands to buy meat and patronize the Fulanis. And when the Fulanis make millions of naira from selling of the cows in Igbo land, they will use it and buy weapons and they start kidnapping us in our own land. These are the things that are going on here. And we are saying it must stop. Other ones are, we must stop saying this one is from Anambra State. When you see that Anambra man going against the structure of IPOB, confront him or her. Don't harbor him or her. or because of P2B is from Anambra and you see that he's coming against IPOB, you say, oh, let's support him. Let us get Igbo presidency first. You cannot be supporting one Nigeria at the same time supporting Biafra. You must disassociate yourself from this. It doesn't matter if you're an Igbo man, because I even love the way they have bucketed P2B as a Biafran president, so that the Fulani will see the reason why they must kick him out, because he's a fool. We must not be fighting, selecting the one to fight, because once you see somebody is from Enugu and you are from Anambra and the person go against IPOB, you fire the attack. You become a very strong media warrior. And when somebody is from Anambra commit the same thing because of you are from Anambra, that is not part of us. When somebody is from Enugu, you are from Anambra, and the person do something wrong, you fire the person. If somebody from Anambra do the same thing, fire them too. That is why you are whiter than white and whiter than snow. That is judgment. That is transparent. That is justice. Don't harbor anyone. Don't harbor anyone. That is how I roll. That is why many people don't like me, and I don't pay attention. If somebody wrote to me, say, Mazi, if you know how I hate you, I say, will your hatred remove food from my table? No. Will your hatred remove 00 that will any money in my account? The answer is no. That is why we tell you, IPOB is not against any person, but you cannot use IPOB name to be doing anything wrong. Some people see the atrocities of Canon Takano and Master Prophet, but they cannot say anything today because they think because Canon Takano and the Master Prophet are in-law and brother to Mazen and the Khan, that when Biafra is restored, they will use the connection of being loyal to them to have access to Biafran national cakes. My brother, you are deceiving yourself. The role you are playing now will determine the area you will be in Biafra restoration. You cannot talk to P2B. Yeah, you cannot talk to Kanu Takan. You cannot talk to Master Prophet. But you can come to talk to another person from another state. Us in Bass, which means you are not an IPOB. Your question is so... I don't even know what your question... That is, the question you asked shows that you are just deceiving yourself. I must tell you the truth, because I don't hide myself for people like you. I tell you the truth. If you don't know IPOB today, that means you are born yesterday, or you are matured with adult. You are matured adult with it on the 12 age brain. But because you are a child, I will explain IPOB to the court to you. IPOB is an organization fighting to restore a nation, which means IPOB is an association. Is the full meaning? It has to, let me tell you, the indigenous people of Biafra, a group of people fighting to restore that nation called Biafra, that is IPOB. And the IPOB have a founder and a leader. And the founder of IPOB as a name is Mazi Nnamdi Okwu Kanu. So Mazi Nnamdi Okwu Kanu is not the founder of Biafra. In case you will tell me that everybody is a Biafra, yes. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a founder of Biafra. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the founder of IPOB. In case you want to argue, first of all, you will know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the founder of Biafra. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the founder of IPOB. Now, before you come to your argument, know these things. Since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the founder of Biafra, but he's the founder of IPOB. Now, before you come with the argument, what do you want to argue? IPOB is not every Biafran. Every Biafra is not an IPOB. IPOB are a group of people who volunteer themselves to die, to give Biafrans, or the people of Biafra, their freedom, their independence. Those who volunteer themselves to fight, to sacrifice what they have, to be doing what I am doing now, to pay for anything it will cost them, to make sure that there are people who cannot fight for their own freedom, to make sure that there are people who cannot fight for their own independence, has that they are independent. We fight and we give them. That is IPOB for you. And if you are not an IPOB, you don't have any right to ask what is IPOB doing. For you to have asked that right, for you to have that right, you must belong to IPOB family, any unit, so that you will pay a sum of the sacrifice we are paying. Equal to some sacrifice. So for that, IPOB means the indigenous people of Biafra, an association, organization that is fighting to restore that nation called Biafra. And the founder and the leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I don't know if you have understand it, because I know people that ask this kind of question. I know where they are coming from, because I have been in this game. The most people that ask the question you just asked now are Idu Autopilot, who have established autopilot government in exile. This state issue is a very big problem in IPOB. Very big one. I have taken my time to monitor many of the broadcasters, then select whom to talk to and whom not to talk to. You see many of them become lions and tiger when it has to do with issue that person that is not from their state. They become lion, they become very vibrant. But when it comes to the issue of their own state, they will see them, they will not stop it. They will do as if they are not seeing it. That is why when I come to issue of IPO, people will ask me, you don't select who to fight. I say, no. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never tell me to select who I will fight. He say, fight any injustice anywhere you see them. He never say, fight for your state. He never say, fight for your brother. He say, fight the injustice. That is why we tell people, respect yourself. Don't allow power, hunger to be in power, to kill you, to make you a sabo. Don't allow it. Because you must know this. It's a must. Before I round up, because I will soon round up, I don't know if anyone has something to contribute. If you have something to contribute, you can call me. You said, according to you, say Austin Bass, you said, what about someone that is supporting IPOB financially but is not taking oath? Is called what? You have already given the person name. You said you use the word supporting. Like me now, I support Manchester United. I am a supporter of Manchester United. I cannot be asking Manchester United board because I support them. How do you run your financial activities? Or how do you run your activities? I am just a supporter. So if you are supporting, you are a supporter. You are a supporter. Or don't you know that I buy Manchester United jersey? Does it mean that I'm a member of Manchester United? Or I have the right to come into of Manchester United? I have Manchester United jersey. So like you said, someone who is supporting, you are a supporter. The same way Buhari have supporters, does it mean that you know the activities of Buhari? The same way some people are shouting they are obedient. The same way people are shouting they are obedient, does it mean that they know the activities of a Labour Party? Are they members of a Labour Party? No, they are supporters of Labour Party. So when you support, you use the word support, you are a supporter. And when you feel like they are not doing what you like again, you stop supporting, you go your way. They continue. You don't need to start attacking them. You don't need to start asking them because you support them. Haven't you people seen people that support Cristiano Ronaldo? I would love you if you can call in Austin Bass so that we'll have a discussion, so that I can ask you some questions too. You ask here again, but you are from Southeast. Must I take oath before I become IPOB? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. You must. It's a must. If you say you will not take oath, why are you afraid of the oath? Because you don't trust yourself. You know you will betray. If you know you are 100% genuine, you will be the first person to ask for oath. What is oath? Oath is when you go against the movement, so that the oath will deal with you or deal with your children in case of necessity. So since you know that you don't trust yourself, why are you coming? Like me now, I can go to any IPOB family member without any fear, without anything, I will eat. Because I know I am under oath with him. If he kill me, I know he will die. Joy, follow me. Even if you don't die at that moment, definitely he must surely die. He will face the consequences. So for you to be, if you are from the East, you are a Biafran. If you are a Biafran, simple, you are a Biafran. Any Eastern person is a Biafran, but you are not an IPOB. Because when you say IPOB, you must follow the command. You must follow the command of IPOB. IPOB practice command and control. You must be loyal to the chain of command of IPOB. And when, let me explain, because many people don't understand when we say command and control. Many people don't understand the meaning of command and control when you say you must obey. When Maazị Nnamdi Kanu give order, every IPOB person will obey it. Now, I am in a unity. Maybe let me use Piedmont as an example. Daddy, go down the other side. May you know for you, yeah. Nkina again table. Ngwarito. Chalo kantapeli again. Ngwa. Jawati ya. Nehi. Jawali ya beni. Now, I call one maka this command and control obele. Now, I'm na ebe na gamiti na Piemonte region about my zone. And well, if I get my unit coordinator, any order or any one not there order, I may fed your name. Because of 9 of command and control, I have to follow it. I will not be, my coordinator will not be talking and I am talking. That is indiscipline. I have violated that command and control. Nge onyem that order, mama like mama kioti, mama kiogonogo, kiamma, mama kiajidego, kiaga school, kia be well educated. And as far as no coordinator there, I have to obey him. That is command. The command must not come from the head of Directorate of State. Your coordinator can command you because now the unit coordinator, a zonal coordinator can command him, national can command him, and the European rep can command national, all ranking by ranking. That is why they say order come from above. The order come from this thing, from the up to the down. And when you want to lay complaint, there is an instruction. You have to follow the command. You cannot jump your command. You cannot jump your coordinator and start reporting issue to your national. No, you report to your coordinator. Always your coordinator handle the issue. Then your coordinator will not tell you, say, since you are not happy or you are not satisfied with the way I handle this issue, you can go to the next. The number to call, you hold my number now, call in. Or if you want me, I drop the link. Let me drop the number there in case of necessity you want to call. Because in case you have a lot of questions, you can ask question. Plus the number to call is +319. That is I say +39 35 12 957752. The number is there on the screen. You can see it now. I just pin it on the screen. You can call on WhatsApp or direct call. Ask your questions and I will address it. The number is there. In case you want to call, you can. When Mazinam they can say, anything you know you can do to restore Biafra, do it. He said anything. He never say start using his name. If I am today or not, enjoy me something. I want to fight for Biafra restoration. Actually, under the command of Mazinam Dekan. I can come outside and I will just name my own Mazachebe movement. Mazachebe movement for Biafra restoration. I will take sole responsibilities of every of my actions. Any action we take, I will take responsible of it. And when okay for IPOB kahamegi interfere, kahajwa because you are no longer under them. You cannot say Mazinam, they can say if you know anything you can do to restore Biafra, do it. Then you start answering IPOB. No. Since what Mazinam is doing is you don't like it, what IPOB, the way IPOB is not doing it, you don't like it, you want to do it on your own. You be DNA kagi, you start it on your own, you start your own. Leave the name IPOB so that when you start that your own and the people want to judge you, they will call your name of group and they will tell you, you will face them. Brother, I am still waiting for your call. I am still waiting for your call. Okay, I have made this broadcast. I am still waiting for your call. Call in so that we will have the Austin Bass. I am waiting for your call because I don't have much time. Or should I drop the link? Let me drop the link in case you are finding it difficult. You click the link there. Many of you will say, we should not fight a Gumi of Idu. We will not fight Gumi of Idu. Let me tell you why we continue hitting on Gumi of Idu. In case of some people don't know, ESN has commander. Gumi of Idu tell you people that he is the commander of ESN. Now he announced Innocent Oji as the commander. The Mazinam is Innocent Oji, IPOB member. How can you be a commander of a group that you know nothing about? We have a caller here.
Hello,
My sister.
Yeah, good afternoon. How are you?
I am fine.
You're off today.
Of course.
Yeah, we must continue.
Exactly.
You are waiting for Abraham. Am I supposed to talk? Because you are waiting for this guy to call a woman. I don't know.
Austin Abbas, I am waiting for his or her call, but I have not seen the call. You can go ahead because
they will never call. They will say in a comment section whether they are alive or dead. They will be there commenting nonsense. Come out and speak sense into us if we don't understand what is going on. And you want to explain to us why we should stop whatever we are doing, why we should stop destruction from Mazin and the Kano. Because as far as I'm concerned, what keeps me going is instruction given to us by Mazin and the Kano. And I'm kind of person that believe that when I'm in organization, I follow rules and regulations.
Exactly.
I'm not a kind of person that when I stay in a place, I can stay in a place and the person who is higher than me, the person is junior to me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say because the person is junior to me, I will not respect the person.
Yes.
So I believe when the organization becomes very toxic for me, that I cannot handle, what am I supposed to do as a responsible person and the person who is organized is to leave the organization and go and look for work elsewhere.
Exactly.
So I believe that all the people that are doing all this nonsense in IPOB are the people that have not been in support of Martin and the Kano. So you don't expect them now to start supporting the structure or whatever Martin and the Kano has established, because what is their target? Their target is just to stabilize IPOB and destabilize Martin and the Kano, because who are the people that are piloting this organization and who are the people still keeping Martin and the Kano alive? It's DOS. Because the Nigerian government, they knew quite well that this is the structure. They couldn't destroy this structure. And it's as much as that they're not able to destroy the structure, if they do anything to our leader, it's going to be disastrous. And that is what they are trying all by me to destroy that structure. And they are not going to do that because our leader said before you get into this structure, it will take you, say, 50 years or more than 50 years. So you don't expect all these people to support whatever Martin and the Kano has established, because they just want to destroy him. They just want to destroy him.
Exactly.
So now, the whatever our leader has done as the legacy, what is the legacy he has established? He tried to make all of us to understand that Imo, Anambra, Ebonyi, Delta, some part of Edo, some Benue, and a lot of even some people that are in Benue State, say that they are evil, that they're supposed to go and bring them out from bring them out from Benue State. They are part of Biafra. So he made us to become one.
Exactly.
That anywhere I go, that for me to say that I'm from IPOB or IPOB member, irrespective of wherever I come from, you see the kind of love that will flow in there. And this is what these people are trying so hard to destroy, all the legacy. This man has suffered from one state, from one local government to another, going meeting the traditional rulers, meeting people, trying to preach to people that they are one, trying to make us one. That is what these people are trying so much hard to destroy. Because Biafraland, the kind of doesn't want disintegration. He wants all of us to be in unity. Because when you are unity, you'll be able to achieve. There's nothing like Imo State, Anambra State, Ebonyi State, or whatever. If anybody that is doing bad things, we attack. You can do good things today and tomorrow you will do bad things. We are going to attack you.
Exactly.
We are going to attack you. If you are killed, because even in the Bible, they say that the first can be the last, and the last can be the first. If you do, no matter how the position you hold, if you do bad things, we will attack you. If you don't want to follow the instruction or the rules or regulation, and you want to bend the rules, just like this lady in Finland said that when they told him to take to start broadcasting in Radio Biafra, he said he's not going to follow the rules being established. There are some people you will see and the rules will be best. That kind of thing is being done in Nigeria. It doesn't done in Biafraland. Exactly. And now you start looking at the kind of people, the kind of person that is Ohanes Ndibo in Finland, the leader. Look at the person they put up as Ohanes Ndibo in Finland. And then you start seeing the reason why Ohanes cannot. Because look at the kind of people, the set of people that are putting up as their leader. How can this kind of person represent you well as an Igbo person? The person cannot represent you well. So the issue here is that my brother, the true IPOB does not know band. We don't know what is him. I don't even know what is him. I don't even know what is Anambra State. I don't even know anything about state. What I know that when you are IPOB, you are my blood. If you are Biafra, you are my blood, irrespective of wherever you are coming from. And our people will never listen, and they continue, and this will continue killing them. Like I said about cows. This cow, anybody is supposed to tell us, even as I am here, I'm not in Biafraland, but did you know that since that time they said that we should stop eating cow? It's not even, me too, I've stopped eating cow. The issue here is that I don't even know the cow here, whether they are having sex with that cow.
No.
And the people in Nigeria, where they know, they do quite well, that they don't even have any rules or regulation. They can do anything. They sleep with cow. You see, they're still eating the cow with sperm in leaves. And you see, they say it's propaganda. And at the same time, the same thing is killing them. Like the way all these people went to bush to buy cow, and one of them met their Waterloo. And all this is continue going on, and we're talking about the implication of this mortuary you're talking of. I have not even thought about it, because I know, like for example, when somebody dies, maybe you say, maybe you are thinking that somebody killed the person, and you see the person is not even reacting. Do you understand? Sometimes I said, why is this person is not even reacting? And they said that the person is a spirit. Now, it probably because they have put the person in the fridge, and the person could not act again because they have put the person in the fridge and took a lot of things that made the person important or made the person powerful. Are you getting what I'm saying? All these are implications. And when you look at what Chinata Oru said, they should stop mortuary and try to bury somebody the way other people are burying people, you see there's a reason why they're doing all this. Maybe fools or some people, or if you don't know, like as they said, you reason. Like as he said, I started reasoning about it. There is sense in it. Because at the end of the day, why are you keeping a body in the mortuary for 1 year? Why are you doing that? I wish me too, we are guilty of that, because I knew that when my father died, I think he stayed in a mortuary for like 7 months or 8 months. Could you imagine that? So that kind of thing. So that, there is sense in all these things, that we continue learning and preparing ourselves for future, because there must be a reason why they are bringing all these things for us to be alert in the spirit. And people that are saying that we should stop, you are wasting your time. Even Neniana, I cannot stop attacking. So far, Neniana is trying to be foolish. Are you getting it? Because it is not a law, you should abide by rules and regulations.
Yes,
you are part of the people that is the leadership. You know more than me, and you are talking about the ticket, those are selected people that are his people. He says Dr. Adibike is from Imo State. Dr. Adibike is Umuahia. And a lot of people he appointed, they are not Imo State. They are not doing propagandalists. And somebody is saying that I should stop. We are not going to stop, because we see where you are going. If we see where you are going, we see where you are going. You don't want to be fair. You don't want to be transparent in what you are doing. You don't want to, and I don't know the reason why you don't want to be transparent. It's only God knows the reason. And if you're supposed to go inside, you are not supposed to come out. But even as much as you come out and continue insulting our leader presently, the person that Martin Nandekano put up, that if he's not around, we should listen to, which is Chike Dozie. Anybody that says I should stop talking about it, the person must be wasting his or her own time. Because you must first of all go and tell the person who is bringing out herself, being foolish, being irresponsible. Because if you are in a company, and instead of you to be an asset, you become a liability, talking wrong, they will trash you out of the company. They will trash you out because you are.
My sister, like this guy said, is calling you.
We throw you out of the company. That is how the company works.
My sister, just hold on a minute.
You have been productive. At a time, you might become unproductive and become a liability. The company will throw you away. So what I'm trying to say, anybody that tries to talk to us, go and talk to her, first of all, to start being responsible, because as far as I'm concerned now, she's still responsible. She's still responsible. Everything that happens is supposed to be settled inward. But for her to come out on net to talk trash, we are going to talk trash. And being insubordinate to the leadership, we are not foolish, we are not stupid. So that is what I'm trying to say. And the other guy who is a tail, wherever he is, I don't even want to talk about, because that one is a shit as far as I'm concerned. Anybody following that person is a zombie without brain. I don't look. How can I follow such a thing? Because as far as I'm concerned, he is a thing. So, well done, and we continue moving. And our people back home, you're supposed to be focused. Don't allow money to be part of you. I know things are very difficult. Yeah, things are very difficult. But focus. What we are fighting, it will be better than this petty money that I'm giving you. Thank you very much. And God bless all Biafrans. Thank you very much.
Let me call this man. He said that he's trying to call in. Let me call him back. I only have 2 numbers that come in here, and one called 2 times. I believe he is the one. I'll call him back. He's ringing. It's ringing, I believe. It's ringing. You can see it's ringing. I don't know how to. Greetings from here.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Right, thank you.
Can you introduce yourself?
Sorry, this is Austin Boss.
Okay, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. There's something that worries me a lot, and I wanted to ask you something. See, it's not everything about insults. Sometimes we need to understand ourselves. We need to put things to another, because it's not everybody is not the same.
Exactly.
It's not everybody that comments to attack. There's something need to clarify, understand.
Exactly.
So I asked you something about the IPOB, and you told me that because there is something that I hear indirect. I need to get clarified from you.
Okay, go ahead.
Said until they take oath before you become a IPOB. So I just want to know, what about people from the Southeast? What is the meaning of IPOB? That is what I want to know.
I have already answered you. I said that the meaning of IPOB is indigenous people of Biafra.
Indigenous people of Biafra.
Yes.
I hope indigenous people of Biafra is people from Southeast.
Not only people from the Southeast.
So is somebody from Southeast, like Biafraland? What is the meaning of the name they can call them, please? I just want to know, please.
It's a Biafran.
It's a Biafran?
Yes.
Indigenous, because if, like Nigeria, if for your passport, they will write INEC. So if they write IPOB, the meaning of IPOB is indigenous people of Biafra. But how come, sorry to say, how come must you take oath before you become a IPOB? Sorry.
Thank you, my brother. You know, you give an example with a country, right? And you said Nigeria. And I want to ask you a simple question. Sorry to use this question to answer your question. What is different between Nigeria and IPOB? Can you tell me one difference?
Is it different between Nigeria and
IPOB? Only one difference.
We'll comment again. Like,
can you just tell me only one difference between IPOB and Nigeria?
That is what I want to know, because the difference between IPOB and Nigeria is the name. The name is IPOB and INEC is not the same. But I want to
ask, the name. Okay.
If at all that I'm coming, if at all that someone is from Southeast, then the person is not taking oath. Then he supports what you people are doing. Must he take oath to become a IPOB?
Okay, let me come in here, my brother. I have understand your question, but let me come in. No, I have understand your question. Let me answer your question.
What I'm trying to understand is, if I want to support, I support Biafra IPOB because of the name indigenous people of Biafra. But must I take oath before I begin to support Biafra? That's what I want to know.
Thank you, my brother. Let me come in here. Now, the reason why you must take oath, when you say IPOB is not a nation. You understand it? You understand me now?
IPOB is not a nation.
Yes, IPOB is organization. That is why you will hear they tell that IPOB, the founder of IPOB is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The leader of IPOB is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's not yet a nation. If it is a nation, it will not called IPOB. It is called. It will be called Biafra. Now, IPOB is a group of people fighting to restore that nation called Biafra. Now, when you say indigenous, you are saying indigenous person. Now, IPOB is organization that is fighting to restore a nation that is not yet restored, that is not yet existing, that is not yet recognized. Now, if you want to join the people to fight to restore that nation, and you have to join the organization. For example, you have a Nigerian youth organization. It's not every Nigeria is a member there. I hope you know. Now, IPOB is a group of people who volunteer themselves. They have rules and regulations. So when you want to join, you will follow their rules and regulations. You are not coming because you are already a member. For you to be a member now,
all right, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Now, sorry for that interruption. Now,
no problem.
You want to join a group of people. Remember, not only IPOB that is fighting for Biafra restoration. We have other groups. First of all, you among every group you choose IPOB. They have Mazop.
Okay.
They have a BIM. They have a ZIM, or that's a Biafra Zionist movement. BZM. They have a BNG. They have a BNL. Now, all these groups are all fighting, and all of them claim to be fighting for Biafra restoration. And the IPOB is fighting for Biafra restoration. You now, you want to join IPOB among every other one. Before you come to join, there is a rule and regulation IPOB leader and the hierarchy put in a place. One of the rule is that you must register. 1, you must take oath. 2, you must obey the command and control. 3, you must be disciplined. Now, becoming a nation, a Biafra, you don't need to register for you to become a Biafra because it's a nation. Now, they did that, they put that law there so that when you want to join, you will know that there is existing law in this organization. And you have to abide, and you must take that oath in order not to betray, so that when you betray and the oath you took come for you, you are the one who violated the oath by yourself. So the reason why
okay, let me come. If I thought that right now I don't want to take oath, but I just want to support, so I can support Biafra or Biafra, it's not IPO.
You can, it depends on the one you choose to support. Like I mentioned, if you choose to support Mazop, you can support Mazop. Nobody will question you. You can choose to support IPOB. You can choose to support.
I'm not asking you about the other group or other Mazop or whatever.
Okay.
I'm asking you something about IPOB. You understand? And
yes, you can support IPOB without taking oath. You can support IPOB.
One thing I just want to play on here. Please, you should tell your followers, you should stop embarrassing someone. It's not everybody that coming to your program bring insult or embarrassment or attack. Sometimes we need to learn a lot. We need to learn, because before you come on air, you want to express what you know to people.
Okay.
All over the world is watching you. So if you stop attacking this thing that we're doing, that the Biafra do is for everybody, it's not only one person.
But my brother, I want to ask you, have you understand the difference between IPOB and Nigeria?
What is that?
Have you understand the difference between IPOB and Nigeria?
As you explain to me, I understand, but my own is that for now, I will support because I am a Biafran, and I will support anything belong to Biafran. That's why I want to know.
I want to ask you one simple question, because the way you speak, you are educated. I want to ask you one simple question. Is it every Biafran that is a freedom fighter? Is it every Biafran
is a freedom fighter?
Yes.
That question is belong to some group, because what I know.
Are you a Biafra or not?
What I understand, I'm coming. What I understand, if you are a Biafra and you want your nation, you have to do the needful so that you can restore your country. You understand me?
Exactly.
No need for you to become a freedom or a group or this. Anything that you can do to bring Biafra, you can do it.
No.
Whether you join group or not,
now,
you have idea, you have experience
now,
for you to bring anything that you know.
Okay, my brother, let us be sincere to our argument so that people who are listening will understand where we are coming from. Is it every Eastern person that wants Biafra?
That I know myself. I don't know any other person, but I myself, I want Biafra.
No, I am not speaking about yourself. I said you are.
You told me because I don't know. I'm not someone mind. I'm not someone mind. I know myself. You understand?
You know yourself, yes, but
mind.
you can still know that.
Have own opinion.
No, everybody. Exactly.
Opinion.
That is the opinion I am asking you now. The question I ask you. Okay, I am not asking you yourself. I ask you. First question is it everybody that is a Biafran is a freedom fighter? You know, when we say freedom fighter, we know what freedom fighting is all about. And when I say, is it every Eastern person? Is it every Eastern person that wants freedom?
That's why I told you. That answer for me, I will say yes. Why I say yes? Because everybody needs Biafra.
No, so everybody don't need Biafra. That is where I disagree with you.
Every indigenous people of Biafra, they need their nation.
No.
They need their nation.
No, my brother. I disagree with you. There is one of my friends. He is from Imo State. He called me. Okay. He said to me that I know you know me. I don't need Biafra to come. I don't want Biafra. That he preferred in Nigeria. That is why I ask you. And I cannot tell because he said he's Nigeria and I kill him. No. He still remain Igbo person.
That is why I told you. What is the meaning of IPOB? You explained to me the difference between IOP, IPOB, and Biafra. Now, that person that said he don't want Biafra, that is his own opinion. You understand?
And
that is your own opinion.
And when Biafra is, I want to ask you a question.
Him, but wait. If at all you restore Biafra today, then defend that man, you will see reaction tomorrow.
Okay, I want to ask you this question. If Biafra is restored today, after the restoration of Biafra, this very guy that said that he don't want Biafra to come, which indigenous person will you call the person?
That is, I don't know why. I don't know whether you understand me, my brother. I told you everybody have his own opinion. No. Now you bring someone opinion, question me. I have my own opinion. No. I don't tell you that I don't want Biafra.
Do you know why I
told you the meaning of IPOB?
Yes.
I told you to told me the meaning. Now you explain to me the meaning of IPOB and Biafra. You understand? So what someone say, you don't want Biafra, you want Biafra, and this and that, I don't know. I know myself.
Okay, my brother. The reason why everybody must take oath to become member of IPOB is because IPOB people are freedom fighters. And if you are not a freedom fighter, there is no need of you coming to take oath. And the second reason, you must be an IPOB member before you interfere in issue of IPOB is because IPOB is not yet a nation. IPOB is called organization fighting to have a nation. So that is the difference between IPOB and the other existing nation. Before you say a nation is a country that have been recognized internationally. They have their own currency, they have their president, they have their own parliament, they have their own government. And IPOB don't have government, they don't have a currency, they don't have the plate number, they have not, there is no passport that you can use to recognize them now. Most of IPOB are still using Nigerian passport. So these people that are using Nigerian passport, these people that are still using Nigerian passports are also Nigeria and also fighting to break away from that country. That is why you see many of the people fighting for that nation now are also using Nigerian passport, using Naira. That is why they are not yet recognized. So for you now to make up your mind to decide you want to fight for breakup, at that point, you know that you want to become a freedom fighter. There is a prize that's awaiting you. For example, when you go to Nigerian DSS today, you will see many IPOB members in Nigerian DSS, but you will not see every Biafran people in Nigerian DSS, but you will see IPOB member. That is one of the prize. There is somebody called Idara Gold. He's from Biafraland. He is in DSS custody for more than a year now. What was her crime? Her crime was that he celebrated her birthday with a cake colored with Biafran flag. That is the only crime she committed. And
all right,
no,
my brother.
I want to give you some instances.
That is what boring me for me to know some things about the meaning of IPOB and Biafra. Now you let me to understand something. So I hope it's okay by then. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. But I will explain it for others to still learn. Thank you and remain blessed.
All right, thank you. God bless you.
Now, when we say indigenous people of Biafra, every Biafran is not an indigenous people of Biafra organization headed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Idara Gold is still suffering today because he is a registered member of IPOB. That's why she is suffering today. So when you are in Nigeria and you decide to fight for your freedom, you're ready to pay the price. Some have been killed at the process. Some are still in DSS. There was a woman called Mama Biafra. She is over 80 years of age. When I say 80 years, you dare not arrest any white person that is above 60 years and keep that person in custody because of any nonsense or because of the story you hear. You must have a tangible reason. That woman she is passing a very big torture now in the hands of DSS because of she's an IPOB. You are a Biafra does not give you the guarantee to come and speak for IPOB organization. That is why we are IPOB. Every Biafran is not a member of IPOB. And when you are a nation, you cannot be a member of any nation. You can only be a member in a organization or association or something that is not a nation. You become an indigene of a nation. You become an indigene of a country. You don't be a member of a country. Let us underline or mark this word. You can be a member of family, but you cannot be an indigene of a family. You can only be a member. So a member is what you belong to. But an indigene is your origin. You are the owner. We are family members. You cannot say this is a country members. No, it's my countryman. You know, English is not our language, but we need to understand it. So, like our brother that called now, when you are supporting IPOB, you are not an IPOB. You are just a supporter. You are like a fan of a club. So you're a fan of IPOB. You don't have anything to do with the structure or how they manage the organization. Your own duty is when they start managing it the way you don't like, you stop supporting, you go your way, you start supporting the one you think is the right thing. But if you want to know the activities of that very organization, you have to be member and you have to follow the rules. So for you to become a member of IPOB, you must be under oath and you must register. You must be paying your monthly dues. That one is one of the most important things. You must be paying your monthly dues, and you must be disciplined. Mazinam can say, if you are not disciplined, you get out. You must follow the rules and regulations, the command and control. That is it. So I think I have a lot of people that are calling. Let me check. I will return some callers. Let me return this our sister call back, and so that she will see also educate us, because I love her so much. Great. Ndewo, my sister.
Yeah. This program I'm watching, is it live?
Yes, it's live.
Okay. My name is Marian Heda. Why I was calling, I wish that guy was still online so that I could have have one or two interaction. I don't want to call it debate, but I hope he's still listening. This is what I'm going to say, because that's when I call it when. Let me start by saying, first of all, my name is Marian Heda. I greet everybody. How are you doing, Marty?
As you can see, I'm fine, but inside we are not happy because of what is happening because of Onyendu, and we haven't gotten to our destination. So, but we are fine. We're okay.
Yeah, I mean, naturally, I'm doing what I'm asking is just on a regular basis. How are we doing elsewise and otherwise?
I'm doing great.
What I'm saying. I know we're all not happy. So, going quickly, because I don't want to take time. I didn't know. It was this guy that made me to be calling that. I'm going to start by saying this. Every Biafran is not a member of IPOB.
Bam.
That organization. But every IPOB member
is a Biafran.
Is a Biafran.
Exactly.
Simple.
Exactly.
Every IPOB registered organization member is a Biafran.
Wow.
But every Biafran is not a member of IPOB registered organization.
Exactly.
Once this guy understands it, because I was listening to the question he was asking you, he continued to come back and come back. You did a marvelous job answering him. But I want to add this to all that you said to him. I think what is confusing most people is the name indigenous people of Biafra. It's a name. It's not, it doesn't mean that name. Mazi could have chosen it to be Ma.
Exactly.
Mazi Achabe Poor Organization. Mazi could have named it Ohamadike One Movement.
Exactly.
Mazi could have named it anything. It's just a name to identify people who believe in his ideology in the restoration of a nation called Biafra. Just like you cited him example of myself and other things. But I think what is confusing most people is when they hear that name, indigenous people of Biafra, they begin to tell you, I'm a Biafran too. No. It's just like now, let me give one or two examples, then I'll get out. National Football of Nigeria, I think it's NFL or whatever they call it, okay? The people that represent or when they go to play soccer, whatever, is every Nigerian a member in that place? No.
No, of course no.
So, but it's only these footballers and the coaches and whatever, they have rules and regulations that control them or direct them so that they can be disciplined to do their practices, follow that guideline to be able to develop their skills. When the time comes, they go and represent what they're doing, representing the interest of Nigeria. Hopefully, they will win trophies for us. It's not every people that. So, as I am, I can support them by donation.
Yes.
But that does not warranty me or give me the authority or right to tell them what to do, because I'm not a footballer. I'm not a coach. I'm not a minister. I'm just somebody enjoying what they're doing. Because I want them to do better, I can support them with what? My writings, my opinions, my money. That's what fans do. That's what supporters do. Because I'm supporting your cause does not make me a member of that cause. Another example, I'm going to give this individual. Nigerians are back in Nigeria, especially men, supporting this British football. They call it Manchester United or whatever. I don't know them. I hear them.
Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, right? Liverpool, Brentford, Birmingham City, and so on and so forth.
Even they do betting on it. Okay, Manway, United, whatever they call them. Saturday they will gather because they're playing, they spend their money, they burn data, they wash them. Can they tell those your football fans what to do? No.
Okay.
They're only admiring them. How they can do, they write off suggestions. They're not bound to take their suggestions. Because the money you're doing in buying data, you're supporting them, watching them. You're buying their jersey because you like a player. You're supporting them. It does not make you a member of Man U, United, or whatever they call them. Because I continue to hear people asking this question. I'm a Biafran. Why should I not say something in IPOB? Why can I not have it? No. Yes, you're a Biafran. But you are not a member of IPOB. You know, the last point you made were powerful. If you didn't call me back, I wasn't going to call again, because when you begin to make those points, I say, okay, now you're satisfying somebody like me. What do I mean? When you begin to let them know that people who have identified themselves registered, contributing in any way, shape, or form for this organization to continue to do what they are doing to actualize the restoration of Biafra, have 3 places to be. They can't travel to Nigeria now. They'll be kicked off.
Exactly.
They cannot. If they're identified, they'll be thrown in jail. They can be killed. It's like we're in exile now, voluntary exile. That's what we have done. These people, any other person who may be supporting the IPOB project for the restoration of Biafra, because they are not members of IPOB, they can freely travel to Nigeria and come back. Nothing will happen to them.
Exactly.
Nobody is going to their houses and burning their houses. Nobody is saying they found the IPOB regalia in their faces and harass them. But once, and you hear every time in the news that a Bubagu is going to people's houses, pointing to the members of IPOB, the argument becomes, all these people that are trying to claim because they are Biafrans or they live in that location called Biafrans, because of that they are Biafrans and they have the right to interject their crazy ideas in what we are doing, destabilize it and mess it up. How many times did the Bubagu went to their houses and pointed them out and they were killed and slaughtered? That is different because they are not members of the organization. I'm going to give the last example, then I'm going to get off. I don't know where this guy comes from, but let me give him an example that he's from Ungwa. Okay? And he lives even in Ungwa land. It could be Aba, it could be any part of Osusu, it could be any part of Ungwa. I've left him for a long time. So let me use Aba as an example. He's an indigenous of Ungwa. Okay? He lives in Aba. And then a group of people came together and formed a meeting. Let me use the word meeting, maybe you understand it better. They formed a meeting they called Indigenous Sons and Daughters of Ungwa.
Okay.
And this person is not a member. He didn't come to register with this Indigenous Sons and Daughters of Ungwa. He didn't come and register. So he's not a member. He doesn't contribute money. Can he tell them what to do, how to run the organization? No, that's number one. Number two, does it mean that every Ungwa person is a member of this organization? The answer is no. But every member of this organization is, first of all, they were all Ungwa sons and daughters before they came together to form this organization.
Exactly. Perfect example.
So but this person, let's assume this Ungwa organization, these are people of Ungwa sons and daughters, during the Christmas, because that's how people do things. Like Christmas once every year, they will come together, they will have a party, they will have a get together, and this person is invited, and the person will come and give them donation. Does it make him a member? The answer is no. He's just a supporter. Can he come and tell them how to run that meeting? The answer is no. Can he interject and tell them how to run their finances or donate, raise funds? No. Can he come and tell them when to raise funds? No. Can he even call and tell them, come and begin to tell them, this is the time I want you to have this party? He cannot.
Exactly.
His input is not recognized. If he wants his input to be recognized, then he will go and register. Then they can pay attention to him. Any other thing he's doing outside not being a member, it's his opinion. They won't even pay attention to it. But if he brings his money, they will take his money.
Sharply.
So, yeah, so to answer his question, if that's what he was asking, can he support without being a member? Yes, you can support with your finances. Yes, you can support with, maybe writing articles that can support, if you understand what the group is doing, to highlight their intentions and whatever they want to do. But just because you are supporting them with your finances does not make you a member and does not qualify you to come and begin to tell them what to do or begin to assert yourself as a member. No, you are not.
Exactly.
Because you are not ready. Because if anything should happen, and that particular, everybody in that group are coming to pay a price, they will not call you because your name is not in the book. And should you die, the members will not come and pay homage to you. They will not come and bury you. They will not come and do wakekeeping for you. You're not a member, even though you've been supporting them. But if a member of IPOB dies today, IPOB will rally around. If you have a problem, that's when you use the word Onurube one also. It's for the members inside IPOB, registered and active.
Maybe I will post my wedding video when I did my marriage, so that he will see in that place. Okay. He will see the table of IPOB with the code of dress and how they organize themselves to tell you that this person is a member of this thing. If I was not a member of IPOB and I did that marriage, you will not see IPOB with IPOB barret and Biafran flag coming in that marriage. They will not come. Maybe some people who may be members of IPOB, who are your friends, can come on a personal level, but they will not come with IPOB, regalia and everything. They can't do that. Yeah, maybe I will post the video one day on my platform. I will post it. So maybe you may do that and use it to do a problem. That's because people need to. I have had people. This is not the only person saying this. I have had other people, especially autopilot, arguing. Arguing. Oh, but I'm a Biafra. Yes, you may be a Biafra. Just like now, they are claiming to be autopilot. They are not members of IPOB registered organization. They are members of autopilot. Simple. That's who they are. So if they go and commit any atrocity, you can't bring it to IP. Whether they call it IPOB autopilot. Let me tell you something. I have registered company before. I ran a successful salon in America. Okay. One of the clients was, my client was the late Stella Obasanjo. I don't boast, people, if I'm some people are posting my picture with that, no. I have met Obasanjo one-on-one twice. I don't talk about it. Because my past is not where I am today. I don't use my past glory to glorify myself. Exactly. I've met people. I ran a successful hair salon that brought me prominent people. But that's by the way. When I'm trying to say that I ran a business, I'm trying to use it now to, make this argument as me. I registered my business. I ran my business. Somebody cannot come and tell me how to run my business because you're coming and I'm servicing you. No, it's my business. You're not part of it. I didn't make you a member of my board. You can't come and adjudicate for me what to do. So, but going forward, when I went to register the name of my business, let us assume that the name I chose was the best hair salon in town. When I go to register, this is the point I'm trying to highlight. When I go to a place, I believe they do the same thing all over the world. When I went to the system to register my business, I will first submit the name. That's what you call trade name. I will submit that name. The system will check if somebody is answering that name already in my community or in that state. If there's somebody registering, they will tell me, no, this name has been taken. Even when you look for domain name, it's the same thing. Yes. You will submit your domain name. Even they will check if somebody is having that domain name. Let's assume that particular name I'm looking for, like I said,
the best salon in town. Somebody has already taken it. I can do this. The one and only best salon in town. It has changed the name.
Exactly.
They will accept it. That's the trick. What am I saying? I'm trying to make people to understand because they come out to tell the bullshit, especially Ekperima, who doesn't understand anything. And he claims to be a lawyer. He's not even, I don't even think that guy has any atom of legal knowledge.
That one,
The main fact you have added autopilot to your own. You have nothing to do with IPOB. It's no more the same thing.
Exactly.
IPOB and autopilot IPOB can never be one organization. You have separated that two entities. That's what he doesn't understand.
Exactly.
Let me educate him today. That is why it's like the legal department of IPOB ignores him. Because the main fact they have added autopilot, if you go to court, they will tell you it's not the same organization. It's not using your name. So why are you fighting him? His phone is autopilot. He has identified his phone, even though IPOB is attached to it. But this one is autopilot IPOB. Your own is just IPOB. So there are two entities. There's nothing you can do. Whether Ekperima knows or not, because I know he fought a long time before he begins to accept that he's an autopilot. I don't think he knows what I'm talking about. So let me educate him today, because I'm probably, he's listening now, he's going to hear it. That's one of the reasons they are leaving him alone. But if he had continued to do what he's doing under IPOB squarely, they take him to court, his ass will be on fire. They will destroy him. Even the crazy ESN he went and joined. The people I'm blaming are those who are donating money to him. It's not the same ESN, because the ESN we are talking about are under IPOB. The leader is Mazi Nnamdi Okano, our Hamadike one. And the head of their commander, Mazi Chinasanwo.
Exactly.
But the Ekperima is saying that his name is ESN. I know he's a thief, he did that. So even if you go to court, you say, that's my name. So the problem becomes to those fools, which you already told them, you people, because you're not capable of thinking, I'm thinking for you. He made a program where he told these puppies following him that they have no brain. They are now like coconut head. He called them coconut head. And said that they have no brain, they are morons, they are imbeciles. Because of that, he's doing the thinking for them, and they're stupidly following him.
He said they have lost the legitimacy to think by themselves.
They have lost the ability to reason. So when he made that, so now even if they take him to court, I mean his member, because I'm telling you, IPOB will not take him because he's an autopilot and he's not a member of IPOB, so he's using his name. Okay? So
exactly.
Even if they take him to court, his member, to say he has swindled them, they know that he's not a member of IPOB. They knew. Why are they following? They knew that they should have known that ESN is under IPOB, that this particular ESN is talking about is his name. He's raising money for himself. That's what he's telling them. The only problem I'm having with him is that for him to stop, somebody has to stop him from using the image of Maz. That's why I have a problem. As for the name, he can use the name. It's autopilot. Because autopilot, we are not autopilot. We are IPOB. Simple. You add anything to that name, you have changed the equation. That's what I wanted to bring in, my brother. I hope this will help that, my brother, to understand. And other ones who are coming on air, talking about the Biafran, why are you saying I'm not a member of IPOB? No. Every IPOB is a Biafran, but every Biafran is not an IPOB member. Exactly. Just like I make an argument when I was a Christian, I was writing an article. I was writing articles, I meant to say Christian articles. I said that every Jew is an Israelite, but every Israelite is not a Jew. It's the same thing. My brother, have a wonderful day. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you, my sister. Thank you. I know the reason why I called you back, because I know you will impact many knowledge, most especially to the caller who is somehow little bit confused about the activities of IPOB. because the name IPOB, they will say indigenous. They say, yes, now I am an indigenous person of Biafra. But you forgot that that country is not yet existing. People are fighting to restore it so that you will not claim the indigenous. You are, as of now, you are still indigenous person of Nigeria. IPON, that is what you are. Until Biafra is restored, you can now come out and say nobody can tell you you are not an this and that. At that point, you are now claiming to be an indigenous of an existing country. And my sister have educated us enough. And I think any other person who will listen to her voice finish and is still confused, the person is nothing but evil. Because IPOB, Mazen Amdekanu will tell you, say, this, if you are part of this family called IPOB, he never tell you if you are part of this country called IPOB. No. He will tell you if you are part of this family, if you are a member of this family called IPOB, know that you are wonderful made. You are blessed already. Because you don't bring yourself, you are not the person who just bring yourself. Go and check the word I am about to say here now. All the people who force themselves, either by pretend or by just cancer quafa, web an IPOB, all of them have been flushed out. And the one thing about those who force themselves to be, when they fall, they don't bother to come back because the spirit is not imbued, it is artificial. But to tell you that there are people who are called, even when they make a little mistake, they revive themselves, they come back because the spirit is them. You see, they are imbued. So if you are saying, like our sister say, you can contribute anything, but you are, even this being a fan, like you want to become a fan of Manchester United, do you know that there are some registered fans? Those registered fans now, those are the people that he will even communicate to the club themselves. If you are not a registered fan, you don't have anything to do with them. But you can be answering Man U fan and all the rest. Hello,
good evening.
Almost hey Biafra. Almost hey Biafra.
So thank you for answering that that man that called. He answered him questions, his questions, but he asked him a question he never answered.
I know.
I thank our sister for putting it clear to everybody. That's our brother that called. Please, there is Nigeria Airways. I hope we are controlling the money because we are Nigeria. And these people, I don't know. My sister called what again? I came from the Bay and on Udo. Non with us, so I back what you go. We're cola. And it wouldn't buy how balanket. Ego get he feel matter. It matter. They make a hangalo. Umugi the Yakumigi Rico. Yakumigi Rico. All quite by the company. No Mugano. Also, I'm only British. Only British on IPOB. Last support to IPOB. When you have IPOB member to do here is a Biafra. No, also the Bronya on our mansi. 1 minute they are told to IPOB, 1 minute. But then you the with IPOB leadership to know what is happening. No, like about la Zenith Bank. You know, a Continental Bank, you collect salary. It can never happen because they are all bank. No. Thank you for your teaching. Carry on, my brother.
Let me repeat the words of China Sanworu. I come across the voice yesterday. I think yesterday, when that was the broadcast of Onyendo in 2014. So according to Masicina Sanworu, he said in Kuwait, where they are, they have Kuwait number 1, Kuwait number 2, and Kuwait number 3. And I say, when he said that one, I say, which will be Kuwait number 1, Kuwait number 2, Kuwait number 3? Until he explained it to Onyendu. And he told Onyendu, according to in that broadcast, I will find it and I will repost it. He said that Kuwait number 1 are those people who fight for the freedom of Kuwait. Those people who make Kuwait to be Kuwait, who bring the Kuwait into existence. They are Kuwait number 1. Then Kuwait number 2 are those people, when the war, the fight starts, they run out and they seek asylum outside. And they are there supporting, with support, without facing the heat. After the restoration of Kuwait, they now become Kuwait number 2. Then Kuwait number 3 are those one who say they don't want anything to do with the freedom. And they later Kuwait come into exist. Now you see that he's go ahead and say that Kuwait number 1, anything they want, they get it because they fought. Remember that the people that fought for Kuwait, they might have died, but their children exist. And anything their children want, they get it. That is to tell you that those who are registered for IPOB today, fighting, their labor will not be in vain. Those who are into exile, those who are in DSS custody today, Idara Gold and many of them, don't think that they are there because they want to be there. Even when after Biafra is restored, you don't expect their children to be equal right with your own, because that time when you reach, don't jealous, because now they are suffering. Now they are paying the price. You are gallivanting, chopping, boga, eating anyhow. It's none of your business. So after I listened to that very broadcast from Masicina Sanworu from in 2014, I said, this man from beginning, he's somebody to emulate. So those of you who are looking at us as a miscreant, a time will come, you will be jealous in miscreant. You will be saying, oh, I wish I can be this miscreant. I wish there will be a refight of Biafra freedom, so that I can be miscreant like Maza Chebepol, so that you can be miscreant like Mazi Metusela Wane Mekisedek, so that you can be miscreant like Omote, so that you can be miscreant like Chinoso Felix, so that you can be miscreant like Nkechin Naj, so that you can be miscreant like every IPOB member. You will even say, oh, I wish you can be a leader of a miscreant like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That time you will never see it again. Ọkwa ndị Igbo na-atụ ilu sị gị na alụọ na-aṅụ elie na ndo. Nkwenye kpalụ n'udu mmiri ka ọ nkwenye kpa n'ọkọchị ka ọ na-anya n'udu mmiri. No be say them say. You think I am driving joy in coming to social media to be shouting every day, shouting, trying for you to know the reason why you need to fight for Biafra restoration. You think I am enjoying it? It's an award, right? No, we know what we are passing through, and we know why we are not driving any joy. Our sister is calling back. I think she wants to add something.
Yeah, I want to add, because of what you're saying again. You just made a poignant statement. Look at the ruling party. What I mean ruling party, the individuals that have been ruling Nigeria since after the war.
Yes.
These were those who felt they fought the civil war. Mazi Jonathan brought it out a little bit yesterday in his teaching. Buhari has ruled twice. He ruled one as a military man. He changed his cloth, came back as a civilian. Obasanjo did the same thing. Babangida mentioned all of them. All of them that have been ruling since after the war were these men that felt they sacrificed to save Nigeria. And that's why they continue to tell you about one Nigeria, because they want to enjoy the spoil of their booty. That's how the world is run, whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
That is why we must stop them, because they have had enough. Okay, they are not interested in the future of what Nigeria will be. That's why when I'm looking at you talking about one Nigeria, do you know what you're talking about? These guys feel that is their entitlement. That is why somebody will finish ruling as a military, change his clothes, come back as a civilian. Because they think Nigeria belongs to them because they saved Nigeria from disintegrating.
Exactly.
It's in every way. Even in America that I'm here today, those people that you think that money has been made, like, okay, let me put the example. You cannot, America is a little bit different, but if you look at it systematically, critically, that is why when you have somebody like Obama and Clinton that came up to challenge the system, or it was the youth that helped them, or the people that are not just the youth, people that have modern ideology. The old cargoes who felt that America belongs to them because of what their ancestors did, they fought them. Yes. Go and look at even those in the Senate. Their father was a senator. Their father was a House of a member of Assembly. It's everywhere. The only difference that in America here, once in a while, because of the way the system is, people are here, we're able to upset such people. So what am I saying? What you're saying now is so important and critical. Mazi Jonathan mentioned it yesterday a little bit, but I believe he's going to give a more elaborate lecture on it. When things are happening, people don't want to be involved. But when it is achieved, they want to come and be involved and spearhead it. It's never done anywhere in the world. Never. A worker must enjoy the booty of their, the spoil of their booty.
Exactly.
It is written in your Bible. I didn't write the book. It is a natural phenomenon. That is why you see people are willing to. So somebody want to tell me now. It's not even tell me now. Look at what Mazi brilliantly did. Do you think it was a coincidence for Mazi to say that the Imo State government house is Ikonso? He's trying to put legacy on the name of our hero that died. Because that's the only thing. You can't bring him back. You cannot bring him back. And but you put that legacy so that people asking, who is this individual? This was one of our gallant men that gave his life for the restoration of Biafra. And his children will be remembered. They will say, okay, this is the legacy of our father. You cannot see that in your cocoon. People will spill their blood, do everything, and then at the fullness of time, you just come in and start telling people. No, it's never done. So anybody that wants to be part of this, you can come in, contribute yours, and you just want to be an OES member, fine. Even in the churches they go. Let me bring it back to churches because most of our people are church people. Even whether it is with Muslim or Christian. Tell me how many of you that are going to church? Let me use it to bring it down to some of the people that say, that's my brother. You're going to church, you're a visitor, you go to that church, you go there, you go home, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you did not register. You did not commit yourself as a member of the church. Register. They have your name on their register. But every Sunday you will go there, you pay your tax, you pay your distance, and the person dies, or the person having a marriage, or whatever. They will ask, the first question the pastor will ask, are you a member of the church? Isn't that what they do?
Exactly.
Are you a member of this church?
Where do you baptize?
They say, we're sorry. They can't come at a church because you're not a member.
Even when you say yes, you must bring a proof. But they will ask you, where is your baptism certificate?
The first question will be, are you a member? If you say yes, okay, let's open the book. Even when they open the book and they see your name there, then they will see whether you have been complying to the set rules, which is contributing money, paying your tithe, paying your offering, doing 1 or 2 things. If you don't do that, we will not come and bury you until you clear all those debts. The argument becomes whether you clear the debt, whether your people clear the debt or not. Does it have anything with you going to heaven or not? The answer is no, but they will hold you. You must, because you signed up to be a member, because that's the only way they can get people to continue to support the movement or the church, I call it a business, to continue to run. So even on the church level, which is supposed to be thing of God, free, they cannot give you any hand. They cannot help you do anything unless you're a member, registered member of that church. It doesn't matter if you go to that church 200 years. Exactly. I hope they get it. Thank you, my brother.
My sister, your knowledge will not, that is a amalamo ibun no machine computer kibun easy. The scholar have been calling. Let me call you back and I will round up. I have spent 3 hours 19 minutes. Let me use you to round up on this very program. I pray you will be autopilot. I need them. I love to be having interaction with them. Greetings from here. Ndewo.
Yeah. Ndewo nwanne m nwoke nwa Chineke. Ana ekele onye ọbụla. La support anyị na this freedom. Ọkwa nunu nwanne unu nwoke nwere ike ịma ma ọ bụ gị nwe ma. Nwanne m nwoke dị ihe m chọrọ ka m gwato gị biko.
Gawa n'iru gwa anyị afa gị na.
Aha m Uchenna. Uchenna. Esikwana m ebe m sila akpọ na wee si m pel la akpọ.
Okay.
Ọkwa anyị ahụ gbanyere n'ime omedo ụgbọ.
Ndewo.
Biko dị ihe m chọrọ ka ngwakọ ọ dị ihe nwanne anyị kwuru about ihe na ọgụ na nwụrụ nwe na anyị la-alụ. Nwanne ka anyị gbuo nwa anyị kewe eziokwu because o nwere some people alụ ọgụ na anyị la-alụ ọgụ o nwere ndị la-alụ ya with their strength. Ndị la-alụ ya na spiritual way. True, Nigeria is not for any Igbo man. Any person, Nigeria is not for them. Nigeria will for Fulani and Awata, and any person where they kill, you are 100% to kill that person because you will drag what belongs to you. Yeah, Ajila Wani since 1946 Kandili Buani. Imagine when Dutch had you buying a because imagine we can hear Adele Bugila and Hegi, Gishika and Walla Hegi. I lay born in that place, I am not for that place. I lay born in that place, I am not to that place. Our grandfather is not there with them, with us. Or digging nothing with them because of digging Basana Nigeria or Conca in the olden days. Now, only what we can do, I return not the movement. Jikato Wani, Weta Biafra, and you leave, and I saw one. God was a dead, our bottle as la Biafra. You play Alacho, or give Ranyaka, or Gene, Umunani because when the la politics, Mandela Fatalachi, obedient, one net. Oh, Elania, Oyana more, they feel they shall we brave. Obedient for their own interest and their family. Ndigan we have to let me had a Zuzgari. Ndigan obedient to when one demand flag, over flag. But I'm not how Moblo said, Mobla, because how quite the they are coming because in the Wundari. Moblo said, here were forever, AK-47, Bayan was only level she had one Gibo, let's see if I will let you one. Oh, my God, hang up at that save valuable because of working here obedient. I let one dog or woman really will not walker, who now will be dead. But to Moblo because I'm wow. How much I have blah this year go. I got no cotton called Joe. I got one half go. I will have no evidence in the group people are back and live better. Lahang had the whole bush. I don't know Abagari obedient. Look at this man, Anya. This man doesn't mean any good to Igbo. 1 year walk on Anka. You Mobi. This man a Mobi. Like just like people those all do for this organic. Now tyranny people go because our brain is not working. Our brain is working. When you go to Pito, we can pay Pito. Who will any to Thomas? She had a local in this direction. Is it good? Korani and Helile, this man is a very even a vampire.
Some people
instead of me to support this man, I will leave it Boko Haram. I will leave it to Fulani. That man is a very dangerous killer. Nandi Kalonanga, you met to Gilobi. You know now a push you on will be there because of your
interest.
To protect your income and protect your family. You feel it okay, you're choosing from your family. I'm a this like a go with a mommy here. Bless all the more with animal. Okay, walk, but then how you want to heal a to Gare. Monyala. Okay, all about the Nobla, but all couple of your lemon away up what you're saying. Biafra. Oh, other Biafra or dead. So that one a prison in that place. Anyone, onye ọbụla tiri isi ma onye ke wepụtala eziokwu ma ya ka onye ọbụla ga-anwụ ebe Biafra bịakwara Biafra mụnwa anwụdai Biafra gịnwa onye ọbụla ga-anwụ Biafra came because these people they play in a game which is even though now these white people buy inside one animal which is now white people believe true we are animals because I am the direction I like. We are fighting for freedom and at the motto of freedom. Can then our freedom we have belonged. Okay, what's this man? Tell our washing our people issue. La washing our brand. Let Leah so obedient. Obedient to one who obedient. Who take anything? I was all man. Sometimes I never was rich. On your blame for a chief was become one here because many people are feeling sure after over the acre on it or in the land on with the social media, we friend Lano, but don't friend Lano. How not have a share on that ground, which is which will go to watch it.
Exactly.
I have left for was legal line. I say, or didn't against Opota, I will give human being. No against Opota, I will give human being. You also need you, Mamma. To me, I gotta give the one more because Ilaya Ekela Kona, Iga Machine Gary. Even though all your black tradition that person is going to die. That's what happened there. Because now how you believe how I need break for the because they are watching our brand. Jesus Christ is going to stay with them. I can't only let do and watch our brand and go and get your PPB. Pastor now go and get your PPB to watch it. Officially take one girl or one girl or which you better a kidnap one pastor or Kijimashi. These people, these people are working, these pastors are working with the politicians and them. They actually how you could how war. They feel maybe this struggle war on your black equal. They hope like actually, I got war, hope like him, they will receive peace. Ever here with Umunai last lot, allow about Umunai. You must think people or the one Umukodan leave. That's the hell of Waggy. Or did you walk around no while I leave again? Did they well do the politics? Why who more crowd about Jaja? This man Najila, governor for Wadena, a supreme leader. What do I may have for? When this man is Ralochi, group of the Hemenia, and the Anambra State, we love you no go with that. Go push a yellow was Hemenia is doing here. Why not another like I took you over? Why not another person like I took over because they have blood money? Or you relax a Yemen Hesoriani. And to Bali, I feel like tell why not let him when I add that. You must say that this people when I will in the Hala power will not. Uva water and the Lana power. Was there a calculate the sea by that Yom Halawa and Lamo Hawo Ndibo? One of your black and me, but you like this modern world. Oh, my new boogie and new guani because there is no mistake. There is no mistake. Yamola like you will honor black standard for this freedom. Never, I came now. I hear what the time when I want now. Time. It was to your blade. My young lady expected a japota, but I met you would hear at all. Stand ya, you might have the direction. But you can wait to get married. Any freedom of blood must fear. But any freedom, blood can do. But I like say, I highly it will too much. Ya should take a legal one, two quick legal one, more me like granny gem. That's what I took you one. That is good. Can wife find a way? I won't share. But that's when all through our time. Hagi Jimashi, when I like Raja woke him more. When I left it, oh, to Konya believe we brilliant. Onion deal or one year respect. Okay, make me remember by no, but Yawanyama. There was a honor that place. Hate your question. Without honor that place, you will, and we can like conquer. Did you get your better wobbler? Minute chat. I'm going to chat. I'm not sure about that. Oh, yes, Yamazaki, Stone Dibu. Oh, Yoruba man, watching Dibu with a brand. Their brain is working very well. And with a brand. Stone Dibu have Wapotala. So, body. We actually get my hot or yeah, my head or him. But I don't have the appetite. But to learn one leg more Kanya. When I get your one no one you. One not like a Zahan because you get to do that place. Yes, let the people. Let the people, you are protecting your income. No, Abuja. You let protect your income. You cannot UK. That means let the sea find always one here mono, what you can get your mammy. Okay for this generation. You don't let me yala metal let the whole world watch here. What had a marche? One just live here, like I don't know human being. You don't let the whole world watch here. Utoshi law boom near. Utoshi how many people will live at this man Jimudi? And don't you know what you're not very man and the companion the Carlo man and the Carlo. That means all I want you all I want you lose. You want to have the church, just of ya shiny story. Yalawa. Cog and Mepa Lobia can go back to Hatch or we are. Omen money in your way, I remember the Yamache. If Autoblo she it can never strong more than he can ban near you. I don't take your bamba. All I only call I get highly. Autoblo she he can never strong more than he can ban near we. Maybe I would do a cheap to be in question. Okay, I get Leslie Mbelambo worker. I am not. One now, someone when I have to walk. Come can the Kalugana that place. That's all I give me a lesson, a low one about and about Asa Boer. Okay, I want to put the local into spiritual way. On your soul, your according or taking high mother and they make again. Without Biafra, there is no hope again. I am one. I know he whom I didn't last street on your blood. On your blood, this man I watch him because all the line I say. In the past, Tipialand, Ilanyana, let's go pastor. On your focus, go and get your PV because they know that if Nigeria is bad, they will benefit. If Nigeria is good, they will benefit. Hallelujah. They all about what I oh Yahoo. Hey, make a kick up and hang as Zoroland, another context. Yawundi really India. That means Bikoni, on your blood palampa. Because then I know injury time. And this injury time, good news can you again to everyone. I'm not your blood Biafra, long life. First of all, long life because all 1 year then do like fight for freedom. But to one I like any two blah blah or total. I live for Malaysia. I live for Malaysia. I live for more live for your mother believe for a thing again. None hell would Daniel or one now can a touch, but our spirit of Kahala Mola mad. More hala maggie, nor a foreign dia, but all now we are with I kept where mother land. But I may remember Uno Jishi, Kunwa won't do after you. Web to Luno, time moon, Shimba, I get 1 on 1. When you can well over, Chico gave you of Yama. On your more little a roof. Okay, man, I had been to local. I got them to let I got them to Lori, I got them to like what. But the hour for Onishi or digging Hegamiani. But I want to book on we. But one night woko, Yamana, just more love so much. Ma, who you are, Utishla Bale, Mandi, Tobla H. Labia, Jomano, because everyone in level or dig on your money.
Exactly.
Oh, one who got a cabin here. I am at last one night, area line, but you over the man who you and American, Woko. I know Gamoshi, who was by Lila, who top Lucy, make I happen in head around water, without one of that place. Please, more blockbuster, no blalaco, on your bonnet blanket, just opota or bopota, the Yakut Yelly Jessica. Tana pụta ihe a onye kala akụbanda gelu onye kala akụbanda gal onye kala akụbanda gelu onye kala akụbanda gal ndị onye na-emegide ọkwa nyanwa ndị onye na-amụ the pen ọkwa nyanwa ndị onye na-ata ahụhụ ọkwa nyanwa ndị onye kilele men ọkwa nyanwa but more like to she stand ya unna fight kwa anyị wala fight beta ederi ala akwụkwọ ọ dịghị amụ bụ onye bastard ya touch ya aka ga-eri ya ni Iria, your family and your generation, the water will swallow them. The water will swallow them. Even in your channel here, Mwache, onye, I question you, Mapiaka, but if you water, to save the people. These people live by the Bible, they put here was a church. Then I go, I make a walk, I make a walk, or did I catch you? Did you hear him then a lack or him any? Ngam ji gwa ha chi ha ga ma chi ale di table. I ga di ka human being ị ga-ezitekwu m ete hụla Chukwu mmụọ ala ezitekwu mmụọ Chineke la ga-egbechara ha ozugbo ha lee part of him ọ ga-agba ha film ha ga-ahụ ya na-ebelieve ochi mmadụ ọ dịghị mma mmadụ ịnọ n'ụwa ile emebite nke ya gị na-emebite nke gị la anabata ka onye gị na-achịgwa anyị nwa n'ọhịa na ọ dị ka ndị na filis anyị nwa muku ihe niile chi ime okpukpolu onwe ha ndị gị mụnwa na n'ọhịa mụnwa na-agwa gị ọ wetali ka ị nọ ọ bụ ịtali ka ị nọ ya minano ka ị nọ dajon ile anya Ventimiglia mgbe la Ventimiglia 2017 this na ọnwa anyị nwa inaugurated this IPOB la Genova mgbe ememe ya inauguration ha dọrọ mee ihe girigirigiri mụa agwa ha chi mụa bụ one man squad because akwụ na-egbuola ewu anya eme ihe niile the ship is telling ọ bụla ụzọ chọzuru unu mene ọ dị ihe mụa ji nyere ha efe because ha abịazila aka aghụghọ na-akọpụrụ mụala I'm just going direct to my own side but m chọrọ ịgwa onye ọbụla la fighting for this freedom here blood to blood. There is no mercy. If you legit adjust to this freedom, you are going to die. There is no mercy again. Blood to blood. Because these people have. Because this man needs a property. I will take my life. I will that place. All just stay here. Attention, pressure the whole camera had their feeling that Ben Hashed on his popotea. Yalaga, Leno, Nak, Obasanjo, Urundibo. Why for many Igbo people were nation said that Igbo people wipe were always on your laga. You pray Hena, fight Yauro on your water. You don't have a kind of diamond, but you do man. All the feel show Yamomo Abomo Yamomo ato. Oh, my young one day will really Igbo people. I know with the play. The tiger way I know I do a play for all. Mbamno Kololam that how many beer. What we are saying. Through get away with them more. How what we are not matching our through get away with them more. Because you're not much this man now. You're not why all I say one now that he doesn't have respect to the great Lord. He came back nearly. To become Mbazui on that place. Or cannot be. Or what do you expect with any people? None of know to feel promise within Ndino. Yamwari, you let this man. It's just what do you get? I got this man in him. Wafa Otuoshi, no. Kaga Wagashi, it's better you to welcome Funani and prepare for Funani, or welcome Boko Haram and prepare than to welcome this man. Here with green neck in a green grass. That's why. Ọ ga-eme ya bet ya nwa asị ọ na-achọkwa ojukwu okwu ọ na-achọkwa ikemba nnewi okwu ọ na-achọkwa ojukwu okwu the great ojukwu ọ na-arụkwa ojukwu aka gwakwa ojukwu na ọ dịghị onye nwe ya anyị ojukwu anwụọla ojukwu kwa mmụọ yefili kwere chi achọkwa na this freedom onye ọbụla da mere wuchi ya onye ọbụla kwara nwere ele na ọ na-agba bet m na-achọrị onye ọbụla wo onye ọbụla dere edu ụtọ bụ ochile eme ihe na-ala fight ọwụghị this thing ọwụghị ihe tabụrụ iji ka ṅụrụ mmiri ọkụ ọwụkwanịghị ihe wụ ka apụta ọwụtọ dịghị nyanwa freedom awụghị something easy ndị na n'ọhịa na ha na-agbakwa mmiri ya go ha white people their own blood flow every taking egbuchara Italy ịnọ Italy mee gaa jụọ egburu Italy people gbuo ha gogo mgbe ha na ndị mụchara ha anwa ọkwa ndị ọkpụchilala ndị Morocco ebe akpọ nwaanyị ihe ime mụọra ha anwa because all what freedom cost but mere na ụmụnne anya wo ndị na-eri ihe ji tinye ndị aka m ji akwụ m nọ na-agwa people m nọ na-agwa one of my friends ịmachi Christianity na-etiri awụdịghị shọla efe bụ ndị Igbo yetu since Christianity batara ala Igbo ka ndị Igbo fitoro mmụọ because before ha na-atụ ụjọ Igbo people la told of death. Both white people in Christianity, only what white people can fear is medicine. Of can they get told you? But one another thing, you know, babash, they cannot fear. On him, you wear our brain. Where fear? wesiri ihe na-egbu anyị a na-egbu anyị these people ekwubi akwụ gwara ha sị a na-represent Christian a na-egbu gị popu nọ n'Italy gịnị mekwara okwu bụ ụka ọ na-eme ya agawa ya gara aṅụ champagne betụ ha alakịrị m otu ihe na-abịata duwe ha lee otu Ukraine ede ha lee otu China na-abịata duwe leekwe Korea ha ma the handwriting of the world say true the world is shaking ha nwekwara ngwụ na nkwụla abịa agwala ọla ekwu si obedient duto ndị ihe o jiri egiri ihe awụ ya wa another country ọ getara ihe n'ọla ya try that many people have soul have lost ya pụta ya mụrụ ụmụ ole Peter Obi nwere ụmụ ole ụmụ ya hụ ihe gị ọ ga-ezọpụta ala Igbo ya wụrụ only maybe one person na they destroy million of people due to achieving goal onye ọbụla eriri ya ga nọrọ ọdụ but for mụnwa kam ka ha ga-eri mụnwa mpụ erie ha for this struggle agwara m ha chi onye chi ya ezere but ihe nwanne m gara agwa ha wụ ka ọ bụla onye ọbụla na-eme enyekwa efela mmiri ya kwukwara ka egela aṅụ mmiri na-ezuzu ihe na-ezuzu you are digging grave to yourself because ị na-efilechi ịmazuru o nwere ndị mara karịa gị ifilechi gị nwa amazuru o nwekwara ndị mara karịa gị nwana otu m chọrọ ikwu ya dụrụ onye ọbụla la mma ya dụrụ onye ukwu ya dụrụ onye nta ogologo ndụ la wishi ike m na-arịọ Chineke enyekwu na amamihe unu vileji eju anyị because right now anyị ọ dịzighị onye anyị nweziri ọwụ nunwa na DOS ya m na-arịọkwa Chukwu Okike biko esemokwu otu ọbụla gị isi bịa ya wepịala aka unu because akwụghechi nkuku gbajie n'ụlọ ada beta chọrọ ịgwa ha chi ofu nkuku gbajie ofu nkuku ga-ejichekwa ụlọ tuta eweta another one tichie ya ọ dịghị na-eme na ọ ga-adị ndụ n'ogologo ndụ onye ọbụla chịkwa ọnwụ ike ihe ga-ezute ya anyị onye ga-eji ala zere mmiri onye ga-ehi ọ gaghị eketa onye ga-ebili na ọdọ adịghị ya mma bụzọta adịghị ya mma anyị na-achịwo ya dịrị nwoke la mma ya dịrị nwaanyị la mma mgbe eke mgbe afọ mgbe orio mgbe nkwọ ha elekwa anya ma ha na-eme anyị ma ọ dịkwa mma dike ya lekwa anya ma disi nọ na-eme akwa nọ nga na-ata nwoke na-ata ahụhụ ọzọpụta ụmụ ya ya na-egiri na ya lawa mmụọ na nwunye nwoke ya chi Peter Obi na Chineke ekwele mọkwado otu ala because ọ bụ nwadụla ekwukwe ya na-ekwu ma ọmụ na ndụ Peter Obi na-ahapụ ebe na-akwụwa ofilicha ọwụ naanị oke ọzọla n'ụlọ la Holland ụmụ ya dịkwaghị ihe gbasara ha n'ala Igbo ọzi the poor people enweghị anything ọnwụ ndị agị flọtas that means o nweziri brain ya na Chineke na-eri ka ọrụ wit ụmụ ya that means we cannot allow it ya tụkwa na ọ chọrọ ịnọ wit Nigeria ya kpọrọ famili ya ha ga-apụ Nigeria it doesn't matter anything let them stay onye ọbụla they have the right to choose where you belong but for ịbịala a group of people egwu ọ gaghị pụta bịa kwuo nothing ịhụla this time around ọ gaghị awọkụ ya jide mpeka ihe ole ga-eme ọ ga-ewere dị ike niile nye onye si edigwela ụwa ha ntọ m chikwu ya ọ dịghị ebe o ji aza aga wodi ebe o ji aza aga ha hụla eme fafafafau
ndewo maazị
ọ na-eme
ndewo
fafafafau ọ na-eme jọsọ ọ na-eme mmacha bikọs ọ jọsọ ọma ya si Peter Obi reality ndị chọrọ ka Peter Obi ala ọchịchị letegote ha many Igbo people ndị kele akwụkwọ onwe ha ndị Igbo letie fa agụ ledite Igbo people ịmaghị oge ndị ahịa na-efil na ọkịgala ha wụ you're angry because onye ọbụla wụ the indigenous of the land ọ ga-enwekwa n'obi obere nwanne gị nwoke nọ na nka a na-achọ igbu ya egbu ndị gị hụ mere ga-apụta even though don't like claim they the wine is very smart la watch onye ọbụla brain then he too agwa gị obedient echi egbuo ha alete drone la teacher a na-egbukwa anya ihe ya lapụ these people because o wotu ụwa chedere onye na-ekwe gị dọga ya dị okwe gị na hapụ naanị ka asụ ọtụwa ha ọ ga-erutekwa m ọ ga-erute onye ọbụla mgba nke anyị jiri mmasịrị ha mere nwaanyị but for now ndị na ha ugwa ka ara ị ga-amazi ndị na a ga-echigba ara these people ugwa ka ị ga-amara akwa ịhụrụ ha na-awagharị na obedient alekede ya na-abịata duwere ha alekede since ha nọ here every time death killing alechi ya ha nọzi ugbu a ofu onye yutu ga-ega wọsha ha brain ala akụ obedient mma rịọrọ ha ekpere Chineke chi ha ahụ okwu n'obi ha ya emezuo but ya emezucha ha traikwala one day ha nọ n'ala Igbo la aja ọbụla Jizọs Jesus Christ. Your big head of Jesus Christ, like what just walker, in a walker, they are coming. We are fighting this Biafra. I have Brian, I will have that angry. Can no actually. I'm one to try to poison those wine and ignorance. I got poisoning. We see their workers because of he lives behind you. When I even Godfather all are not. The whole politician, they are man on your blow, not. A small boy from a nigga for Peter Obioku, Peter Bilanganti. But there were no need for the Korea to give him Munaya. Who and don't you if Puna one the lake news, Puna phone, what do you like Kumaka IPO? Why are you saying about this IPO? Let us go to one small boy. Hey, that from that boy. Tobunyanya, organic. Nane, Ulu that boy on attention because all I know they went from their slave master, their key. Always the more one that you. I'm Lalibo, Monsieur Shilton. I have right to speak. Because you're duty. Okay, Mekotamu. People big okay, stay with home family. And when more la Holland. That one all Lalibo. That means I would die to protect my land.
Yes.
No going back. I can't have Yakwa for ma. I want you all I make her the Yamma. I want to know a lake beer, Ndemwagi Bezia. Yadia Mahapuria Zoka, Mother Yalama. Now we about Dano. Oh no, I believe one book go boom here. I am new. One day, Codrim, Otoshi,
He said,
Uto, Comama.
There were watching a kid.
Onyuku, Lonyeta, Biko, Toblush ladder. Ama you two na trouble and ladder now. Igla no many minutes, Biko, and Mario Nobla, Biko, Fred, Unu friend and Nan de Carlos. Una lepole hemshila, family, Una lepole ego. Ego lile hebrew, Biko, Kazopotea, Azopotacha, and Hobla had to him a Henry. But for no, that place, Hobla Lako, Hobla Lako, all I call shit. I know after you walk home. I get to fear to the end.
Exactly.
I would have to decide on how I got a man. You got to much all again on that place. Do a big a village, not the Calona Gilly field. You have to be the killing. You like to the Calo, but I got people now get you to be 1 year. Not the Calo, never. You can do that. It's not a brother. People there will get one and the Calo because 1 year and 1 year you like home. Half year on what that place. How will you 1 year? The person let the Sunday boy. Sunday boy, I want you to know me. But I don't fight his own needs to make sure that Sunday boy must release. The kind of about politics. Last you know we need grants. Letter. The whole money has get about this money had a mess. Where the money is going to end like hospital. That is not that. Or digging net. All a hospital is going to spend the whole money, trillion, oxygen to pray. On the money these people make, this blood money, one of the ones make. Here would if you know Ibu Mato, while politics, get a typical politics. And the police we are the Eagle Obama to Twitter on him. We had this man name.
Exactly.
To bring government here. This man had even the consult, but he had only the best consult got torn on that place. All got torn on it. Spirit like this say bookie, kill like Sanya Patu na this man aka. But I did here, Madu when you go. But I have Klamaya for the Tuna Moan no I can sleep here tomorrow, I can die. But I'm a minute here. I'm a minute. People the hours all I know, I'm a minute here. Many people will not desert. Many people will live in me. Many people will not Morocco. They still have here now. At least I that place and they give them that place. Religion will come. And on last 3. I was being in Italy. I'm here everything about religion. I don't want to have a chroma again. All the job later, educate it so another person.
Exactly.
Because here I game on their to press us. Yeah, let me Allah say, what are you thinking about people that? Let me give people be like companion and the Carlos. On that you these people, Not only what feed them, Oko was weak, here these people was weak. Chief Rap was weak. Here these people. These people are not a human being at all, at all. How I just lazy reject. One neck, Legodin brain, brain is not working. Brain will do. Again, I think Jesus Christ is going to bring Biafra. Jesus Christ is going to give them paradise. What? Again, on right from small time. Christianity and these people now are working because if you were showing the poor people like you was Malila, I got one like this one. Even I work I like him, I get to go, but I get slot. I get what she chose by her because this people is going to kill them. It's not a crime because these people are male hemen. Umunani won't deal. Or the people who win Halanya. Ya wụrụ gịnị onye ọbụla achụ ego eweta the money ga-egbuwete nwanne gị lee ndị nwanne anyị nwoke nọ na-ata ahụhụ legod n'ihu ya anya ya ele onye na otu o si etere brand Nnamdi Kanu nwere Nnamdi Kanu this brand valor politics ọdọ onye ga-enwasị ya anya Peter Obi ga-enwasị Nnamdi Kanu anya ndị ga-enye person ga-ahụ anụ Nnamdi Kanu anya ọ gịnị onye didi ya onye ọbụla nwere calling o ji bịa n'ụwa ahụ ihe yalachi ya kpebi ya bụ ajọ mmadụ mụ ya ahụhụ ya nsogbu ya ka Chineke nyikwa ụra ka Chineke wepụ ndụ anụ m eso rọbish anụ m apụtakwa n'igirigirigiri bịa mesi be na-emene adịghị ebe nna aga bụ na ọ dị ihe m na-eme popo agwa anyị wutata onye ala Igbo echiele hapụ ya wụzara agwaza ya obident ndị onye na-emere obident nwe ya nwoke ole ka nwe ya nọrọ n'ihu nwe ya nwoke pụta nọrọ n'ihu hapụ ya na-etiti ibu ọ nwụrụ nwoke nwe ya nwoke pụta nọrọ n'ihu ọgụ ogene ọ dịru na ibu nyewa na ala asị nchichi na awụghị human being you are not an human being nyewa Peter Obi la ahụta unu tunu confirm animal because nyewa pụtara Europe ya nwe otu system chebere ọ ngagọgị jemachi brain ndị OTL ndị kwa na-enwe ojila ya arụ ya ka ịhụ ga onye na-eme politik ya aga ebe chọọchị ka ekperi ya ekpere ọ machi ọ tụrụ di akọla abịa ọ na-abịa zụ ahịa
maazị arapụkwa n'oge ị ga-ekwuride chi abụọ maazị randozi ọpụ biko na okwu karị
onye ukwu kele onye nta udo ka ọ maa mma
ndewo ọnụmaji maazị more than 30 minutes asị m ka nye ohere ka o kwụsịsị obi ya maka na ọ dị ka the first time ọ na-akpọ nsị ka nye ohere ka o kwụsịsị obi ya maka na oni dịrị ikwupụta ka o si dịrị ya because many people anaghị aghọta ife anyị na-ekọwa ndị obedient ihe na-akpọ ha bụ obedient fowl and obedient goat obedient rams ọ ihe na-akpọ ha na ha ma regard ha as a human being because before follow mmadụ ị ga-ama destination onye ahụ ị ga-ajụ ese ọ bụrụ na ihe awọkụlọ what next o nweghị any obedient fowl ị ga-ajụ ese na if Peter Obi failed what next ọ sịghị mgbe a they will now start to re-strategize na-enye gị excuse na-enwere isi so for that Aflam has a reasonable somebody. On this note, ka ngabia gbapụ bịa ọsọ maka na anya spend almost 4 hours here. On this note, I say mechukwu kabia monye pụrụ ime ihe niile. Guide and protect every one of us wherever we are. Mechukwu kabia ma grant us our heart desire. If it is good one, those of us who has evil heart desire, mechukwu kabia ma deny it. So shall it be in Eke. So shall it be in Orio. So shall it be in Afọ. So shall it be in Ngwo. Ise nyamala ini nemma. Until I come your way again. Remember, the time have come. Start evacuating your people from mortuary and avoid Fulani cow because you will be used as a sacrificial lamb or as a scapegoat. Almost here, Biafra. IPOB, one family. I greet every one of you. Thank you and remain blessed.